Yo, boys, how you guys doing, man? Hope you guys are doing well. We took a little break yesterday. We are back. We are on day 153. And yeah, we were able to get all the premium rewards from the brand new day mission. So yeah, we're looking forward to open those in today's stream. So yeah, without further ado, let's get that started, boys. Alright, we have the account. I think I got 10 million gold from the login stuff. Give me one second. Let me just restart the game real quick. I feel like I'll get those rewards from the web shop. So yeah. Also, we're planning on doing the account reviews towards the end of today's streams. Today's stream, man. So yeah, stay tuned for that if you have your accounts down in Discord. Alright, let's go. Let me make sure I have everything claimed. Okay, I'll go to my inventory. We are also very close to finishing the timeline quest. I think tomorrow we'll be opening another CTP chest. So yeah, we got the 10 million gold here. Very nice. We have tier 4 materials also from the tournament. I mean the ranked battle and the brand new day mission. We got 10. Hey, anything is better than nothing, I guess. But yeah, that's from, I think, Hulk. Yeah, Hulk's rankings. So yeah, very nice. These are more stuff from the new pass that started. Always opt for, ooh, a nice one, not bad. I always opt for, what do you call it? Chaotic ISO. We got Liam in the chat. How you doing, bro? Are you doing well? Let me clean all of this. Clean the inventory up before we hop into the premium stuff. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think from these, I usually bottleneck with Life Seed and solo the Felty. So yeah, fuck it. I'll go for solo the Felty. Alright, let's lock in, yeah. We will acquire all. Let's see what we end up getting. This is the premium stuff. So yeah, hopefully we get something good. Come on, CTP. We got an egg. What am I gonna do with an egg? Alright, P card, P card, P card. Damn, we got the Spider-Man card, baby Spidey card. Whatever. It is what it is. Do you guys think I should do a reroll? I think I'm gonna do a reroll, bro. Let's do a reroll to kick things off. I want to do it in high quality HD. Also, the game hasn't been crashing lately as much as it was before for me. I think I've gotten one crash across all 4 of my accounts. So I am kind of happy with the update, Loki. So yeah, I'm gonna play on high quality today before we go into the runs, see how the game feels. But yeah, we're gonna reroll this card, see what we end up pulling. All I'm hoping for is that additional 1% Pierce. I'm cool with whatever we get here because like we do plan on replacing this card eventually. So yeah, let's get that on, baby. We're not even gonna use crystals because none of these stats are worth locking. So boom. Give us 3 blues, all attack in blue. Convince me to keep 1 blue. We got energy attack, so I guess I'll take it. Attack speed. Yeah, energy attack and attack speed is all we got. And a bunch of red stars. Whatever. These were these. A lot of reds, man. A lot of reds. 5 reds, what the hell. We are also pretty close in getting another B card in 2 days time. That was also very nice. And yeah, let me show you guys my progression here. Yeah, I was waiting for this. I'm glad that it ended up being perfectly synced with the stream because I didn't want to finish my world boss runs on the stream and like this being at a later time or something. So yeah, I would have been stuck on the progress. So yeah, tomorrow we will hopefully open the, what do you call it, CTP chest from here. Very nice. We got an egg, man. What are we gonna do with the egg? Garbage old egg. Time to build Hulk, guys. We're building up on horror CTPs. That's really nice. We might even attempt a Brilly sometime soon. Maybe during Black Friday. I think that will be a proper timeline. Yeah, in terms of the event, we have the tier 3 selector tomorrow. In a few days, we get another set of P card and CTP, along with a tier 4 ticket, I think, tomorrow. Yeah. Do you reckon you could give my alt a proper review? Seems so far gone. I'm almost demotivated trying to fix it. Sure. Sure. Yeah. So we were looking for a rage for our Aries. I don't know if you guys remember from yesterday. We tier 4'd him, right? Not yesterday, but like the last stream. We tier 4'd Aries. And we were looking for a proper CTP for him. Fortunately, we didn't get it. So yeah, I guess we'll just have to do whatever we can. Also, I realized why a lot of my characters who have like mini rages were performing bad. It's because these mini rages are based off of dodge. And when you have 15% dodge, obviously you're gonna be garbage, man. Like 16% dodge, and unfortunately for me, all my mini rages are based off of dodge, except for hers, which I don't even use her like that. But look at this. Him, Bullseye, Ares, Scarlet Witch, all three of them had many rages with dodge. Which is why they were performing kind of underwhelming, if I'm being completely honest. Like the characters that don't need it have the good ones. Should be more mindful with it. But yeah, let's get our GBR ROM done. I think we'll have enough materials. I mean, we'll have all the materials is what I'm trying to say. And yeah. Let's do... Yeah, Ghost Rider can go. Yoshi. Good Yoshi. Nice. Do it a couple seconds before we do the public lobby. Victor, what in the... That guy left so quick. And then someone else joined like almost instantly. Man, I swear to God, bro. My other account, the band account, that ended up getting the Ghost Rider card that I've been looking for on this account. And yeah, bro, the rage that I was looking for, I got on my main account. Like, it's absolutely bullshit, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Give us what we are looking for instead of the accounts that actually need it. Actually don't need it, I mean. Yeah. Yo, we cooking? We have to do a carry job. I do feel the lag pretty significantly. It's okay. We will be able to manage. Yeah, man. What up, caveman? What up, Oreo? How you guys doing, bro? How you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. They introduced this new button, auto open on. I'm just gonna assume that they added this to Shadowland as well. I could be wrong, but I think in Shadowland is where we needed it the most, like the rotation help. Because like you're never gonna use all 200 of those characters in any other game mode apart from that garbage ass game mode. So you gotta be more mindful. And yeah, I'm not memorizing 288 characters rotation, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm hoping that's the case for Shadowland. We can give it a, look. Yeah. I'm good. I've seen the Spider-Man movie. Nice one. Very nice. Yeah, both my runs today were carries, bro. I'm carrying, bro. I'm like that. Yeah, I carried with my Mephisto. Feels weird, bro, on this account. Carrying. It's not good times by any means. Like, the time is like, what, 2 minutes? Like, bro. Which is not impressive, but like, still, you know? I've not seen it, bro. Hey, what up, Gordon? How you doing, boy? 62, young and vibrant for what, day 10 or something, bro? That boy cooking. That boy cooking. Nice, very nice. Do I need to wait for any objectives? Let me think. Yeah, for the hidden route, I think World Boss is the only bottleneck if you end up completing it. So we can basically do everything, right? I don't like how it lags on SmackDown though. Low. We got gang. Big boy King. We can clear an extra stage with Mefushi. Where you at, Mefushi? We don't have any supports. Taskmaster does anything for him? He doesn't break. He does mute. We can use a lot. Okay. Yeah, only 2 damage dealers. See why I have those characters. Oh, we have Ares tier 4 for our first runs today. You like the movie? You can shut the fuck up, bro. Shut the fuck up, man. Get that shit out of here, bro. I'm not buying that garbage ass uniform, bro. Also, last time we attempted this, we were, I think, tier 3. Yeah. And we were struggling to deal enough damage to clear it within time. But now that we have tier 4 Mephisto, we're hopefully gonna be cooking. I mean, just seeing the damage now as it is. Yeah. We're gonna be absolutely cooking. Beautiful tragedy. Trying to get Scorpion to be a new meme. Boy, get that shit out of here, boy. Oh man. How you doing, bro? You doing well? Thank you for the help in GBR. What tiers do you have? You dealt very good damage, by the way. I was wondering what your thing is. Tiers is for you to be doing all that. Oh my god, I pressed 2. Are we being serious right now? Hey, no worries, bro. Thank you for those exact names. Does he have passive healing? Oh no, that's like the same skill as G, except it doesn't heal as quickly as G. I'm on now. Yeah, I'm on. Pull up, boy. Sir. What are the restrictions for today again? It's Odin and Ares. Oh, we tier 4'd him. Nice. Perfect time for us to test out Ares. We died. What the hell? Perfect opportunity to test out Ares, boys. Except I don't have a CTP, nor do I have a obelisk. Nice. Look at that shit, bro. We went from struggling to clear the stage to clearing it under 2 minutes, bro. Under 2 minutes. That's an improvement of what, 3+ minutes? God. This was the yo. Ooh, we have alien restriction. You can use Loki and Thor. But I think it's too stressful, man, pushing Gang and G. We just focus on our good old stage 9. Sometime later we could probably fall back to even like the stage 1. Alright, let's start with the Lightning Garrow. Lightning. Combat villain, alien hero. Let's see. Got a CTP of Liberation in my main. Nice, bro. Support CTPs are always good. Because like you can never, be low on support CTPs. Unless, of course, you know what I mean. But yeah, very nice. think we don't have a single liberation. Oh no, never mind. My Colossus has one. I was gonna say I don't have a single liberation on this account, but I do. I do kind of question my decision in putting it on Colossus, but at the end of the day, he is the best PvP support for overall value, I'd say. So it's okay. You do want to make it a mighty though, for sure, for sure, for sure. Come on, hit me, hit me. Do you need a mighty to be? Do you need a liberation to be mighty to actually work? It depends. For PvP, I think mighty is almost mandatory, but for PvE, the base is completely fine. You know what I'm saying? Completely fine. And yeah, in PvP, it's not as significant. Even though you deal slightly more damage, the top roll allows your character to be much more tanky, which is what you are basically looking for in PvP. So yeah, mighty is much more preferred in PvP. Just took my Ghost Rider to tier 4. Nice. You're a returning player or a new player? Either way, very nice, bro. Ghost Rider is gonna cook. Absolutely cook. I mean, it's getting so much better. Hey, congrats, bro. Congratulations. You get a CTP. Boys, can you get a CTP from Roboss? What is the best CTP you can get from Roboss? We have a Greed. Greed is not too bad. You obviously have all of these. So I'd probably say an Insight or a Judgment is the best you can get from the pluses. But from the base, you have Energy here, I think a Regen, Destruction, Judgment, and then Dark Phoenix has Authority, not too shabby, and then Gang has the Greed. Yeah, they have the same. I feel like they could broaden the scope of the CTPs here. Add like Rage and Conquest or some shit, bro. Imagine you pull a Rage. Oof. That would be sick. Yeah, I don't think they're gonna do that though. It's wishful thinking, as I always say. Oh, I can just use him. I'm not using Luna no more. So I got 10 million with Loki today. Nice. Ghost Rider might be the best character in the game in my opinion. Easy to get, amazing with the Savage uniform. Well, situationally, he is the best character. I'd say like early on, in terms of both hybrid value, like both PvE and PvP. I'd say yeah, he is the best. But again, different game modes vary, so you can't really put that tag on any character at this point. You know, it don't work like that. Just don't work like that, boy. Was Wald at 7 before? Extra Pierce and Yondo doing wonders. But Yondo's definitely helping. The game is boring as a new player. It's the most fun as a new player. I don't know, bro. The later, the more late game you get, the more boring it gets, bro. And also, it gets much more expensive, though. You know, the longer you play this bullshit game. So, I'm going to get the Loki uniform in tier 4. Huh? Yeah, definitely worth tier 4, especially early on, given like his alternatives are expensive. Loki still, even after being replaced by Odin, is the best possible character for the restrictions he covers, especially as a younger account or a newer account or whatever. He's so good. So good. And then of course in the later accounts as well, like older accounts or vet accounts. Oh my fucking god, bro, I hate this shit, man. In the veteran accounts, what you have to do is use him as striker, right? So regardless of what you do, you have to end up building him. So that's what it is. I have 2 CTPs of Conquest, a CTP of Greed, and A of Conquest. I'm just gonna assume Mighty. Should I try and equip any of those and try to get Mighty's abilities off of them eventually? Which of your characters don't have CTPs, or who are you planning to put those on? Depending on who you plan on putting them on, I'll probably say like wait for triple option. Triple option, I mean not triple, but triple success, right? Super success event. One that just ended before the brand new day update started. Wait for one of those and yeah, attempt a really in your inventory. But if you just want to go YOLO, you can just make a mighty, plain and simple, and put it on Sentry Wolverine. I think those two first, and then after that depends. Conquest on Sentry and someone else Greed, I'm not sure. And Conquest on Mephisto. I wouldn't put Conquest on Mephisto. Well, I would say like at least make it a mighty before you equip it. It's not worth equipping if it's not a mighty. So yeah. Ronan good for lead. Is that a question or is that a statement? My boy. Who's coming out in mid-month? It's Rhino and Goblin. It's confirmed basically. Almost all the time the data mines are basically confirmed, so this is basically confirmed. Yep. You already know what's coming, boy. Dash towards me. Oh, wow, one tapped his hands. We should have just gone with stage 9 with Venom. Venushi. I hate this phase. Oh shit. I'm asking because I see you using it. What? Me? Oh. Are you asking? No, yeah. He is one of the best supports for sure. He has 50% damage. What are you on about? Is there a new player? What? What are you saying, big dog? I am a bit confusion. Nice. One tap his ace. Also, ranked tournament got announced and the leaderboards here. So yeah, very nice. Whoever's participating, if you end up coming across the stream, good luck to you. Hopefully you end up in the top 16. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to see how things end up playing out. Man, I have so many other good allies that I did not use. I just saw Luna when I equipped her. Luna. So yeah, if you put your bets correctly, you're definitely gonna get a CTP. I think even if you mess up your bets in ranked tournament, you're still getting CTPs, right? Or a CTP, I mean. That's how we got our first CTP on this account, by the way. And it ended up being a conquest, which in return ended up being the mighty, I think. Either that or it ended up being the mighty conquest. No, wait. It ended up being the brilliant. Is what I wanted to say. I said mighty. But yeah, I think it's either the brilliant or the mighty on Wolverine is one of those conquests. I don't remember, man. But yeah, a very interesting event. Very cool. Gives whales a reason to whale out even more. Tournament. You can farm a lot of tier 4 materials, by the way. If you guys are not looking for CTPs, tier 4 materials, you can like make it raid. Hello. Don't have school today? Damn, why? It's Tuesday for you, right? How are you? In the middle of the week? I'm gonna assume it's a holiday or some sort. Holiday. Nice, we're done with our 5 runs. Also, for any of you guys joining the stream, we got a P card, re-rolled this. This is what our rolls look like. As for our CTP, this is what our CTP looks like. This is what we got from the chest, unfortunately. Yeah. Timeline, quest, progression. We are I think according to zombie survival. Let's participate here. I'm just gonna let it autoplay. And yeah, just autoplay. Make progress. Make market progress. Make progress. 62. What? Super typhoon. Hey bro, stay safe, man. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey man, stay safe. That shit is not worth it. How do you get the CTP in the quest? You have to unlock the hidden timeline. Make sure you guys have your Doctor Strange at tier 2, guys. If you don't have Doctor Strange at tier 2, you are not gonna be unlocking the hidden path, and you're basically giving away a free CTP if you don't do that. So make sure you get Doctor Strange to tier 2. I don't have his gears maxed out. I just took him to level 60, maxed out stars, so like maxed out mastery, and I think that was enough, so you guys can just do that. So make sure you get his stars up to 6 stars. I think that the thing does it for you, right? The epic quest. So yeah, basically finish the epic quest. It rains so heavily here. Oh. Does the opinion you make matter? What? Hey, what up, Kirby? I just saw your fucking message. Yeah, bro, it's in the title, bro. I did not forget it. Fortunately, you know what I'm saying? Fortunately. You mean options you pick? Is that what you mean, Oreo? I'm trying to decipher your question, bro. I think owning him at 1 star will work. I don't think it will, but I have him at tier 2 on all my accounts. So yeah. They don't really count like 1 star tier 2s as tier 2s, by the way. Same. The choice you make in the quest. So you have to complete all of them. So basically you have to be on every single quest at least once. So let me show you just my progression. You will probably understand it a little better. So in this, nice, tier 4 materials. But yeah, you have to complete the rest of the tree. And after you've done completing that, you'll have to fulfill a few requirements. So you have to craft Mephisto's, what do you call it, watch. Have Doctor Strange tier 2, and the other requirements are basically like, you know, completing the whole tree. And after that, this branch opens up, which you just basically, if you hit the end, you get the CTP, you know? I'm praying for my quest, I get a Rage or Conquest CTP. Hey bro, I hope you have great luck. That's all I'm saying. I hope you get some good luck coming your way. But yeah, I think I counted. It takes you like 16 timeline quest tickets. So yeah, basically tonight, after this stream ends, I'll get the CTP, yeah. Because it's like 1, 3, and then the last one is I think 2. So 5 or 6 hours. Still don't get it? Complete it. No, you just have to complete this, right? You know how this is blue because I've been on this node specifically. You just have to complete all of these, and then the hidden path unlocks on its own. Let me see. Thanos Vips has a timeline quest page. Maybe if you read whatever instructions there are, you can probably understand. I got a judgment from this today. Nice. How the fuck did you finish this before me? Oh yeah, I was sleeping when the stream came out, so if you guys were up during that time, you were able to utilize what, 6 hours or 7 hours worth of stuff. Very nice. All of those, yeah, you have to click all of those. Yeah, that's good. So you gotta pick the right nodes to complete the whole thing. And then that hidden one unlocks. But yeah, this is what my Doctor Strange looks like, and I was able to unlock it. So yeah, let me get his gears up. We can use him as a striker now, right? Well, I can still use him as a striker, but I don't think I can unlock his potential or whatever. Yeah, it's okay. The red dot is still bothering me. It doesn't go away. Not myself. And we have this. Give me a mythic. Nope. No mythic. I haven't gotten a single mythic on this account. Boring. Finish this real quick. European time zone and staying up late to watch ball. Appreciable. I'm still. What? You're only at 28%? Nah, you gotta lock in, bro. You gotta lock in, bro. So every ticket comes around an hour. So it takes an hour to load. So make sure you're not gapped out. Always make sure you're making steady progress to finish it. Hey, we got Gray in the chat. How you doing, bro? Haven't seen you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going well. Hope your job is going well. Making that good stuff. Yes, sir. Rashi say hi. What's up, Buff? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. We're chilling. We're chilling, bro. Missing you, man. Missing you big time. Man, do you plan on coming back anytime soon? I keep hearing rumors from your Discord people saying, oh, Ray is just in a hiatus. He'll come back right tomorrow, bro. Like stuff like that, you know? But it never comes, bro. Tomorrow never comes. I do, man. Hope you're doing well, man. Do MFF no streaming? Yes. Oh, you plan on streaming like Exile? Have you been streaming on Twitch, maybe? I don't really have Twitch, or I don't really, you know, hover on Twitch as much. So I'm not really gonna be on there, but do you still, you know, you're doing Pal World? You got into it recently? Pal World. It was an interesting game when it first came out. I watched a couple of videos on it. But yeah, never got into it. Been working on the house and shit. We recited the whole thing. Ooh, nice. Nice. That shit must have taken a long time, bro. You know? Yeah. Yeah, do kind of miss like pulling up YouTube at work to see your streams. But yeah, do miss you a big time, bro. One day we'll have you back for MFF streams, you know. And they're still being sued by Nintendo. Nah. So they tried patenting the whole method of catching stuff under Pokemon or whatever. That shit never went through, so. Missing the community for sure. The schedule was rough though. Yeah, that's why I do it at night, or personally, because I feel like it gives me much more leeway to like mess around, you know. But yeah, I respected you for hustling for like 500 days straight, basically 500 days straight, before it finally cracked. This is our last battle. Yes. What do you have you been on the game at least? I was gonna ask you, what do you think of the new updates? I know your opinion on Gene is like very negative because like it is kind of messed up for free to plays. But what do you think of the brand new day update? Little over 500 days. Would have kept going, but was not lining up. Yep. Man, it's a game at the end of the day, and life always comes in the way. So you gotta prioritize things that are worth prioritizing. What up, Vacant? How you doing, bro? Haven't been playing? Ooh. I saw your text where you said you don't plan on giving it away to anyone to keep the option of, you know, coming back to the game open. But I was also thinking, like, why wouldn't you get someone to, like, maybe do the dailies for you? Because I feel like it gives you much more leeway to, like, mess around, you know? But yeah, I respect you for hustling for, like, 500 days straight, basically 500 days straight, before it finally cracked. from time to time. So that way, when you come back, you can do like a big stream, maybe. But that was just like something I was thinking. Because like it keeps like it allows you to like do more when you come back eventually, you know. So yeah. Hey, what up, Toit? How you doing, bro? My 10-year-old brother unboxed me a zombie card in the CTP of Rage. I low-key owe him something. Give him a hug first, bro. And then take him out to eat or something, man. Holy. Oh my god. That's peak, bro. That's actually peak. Wow. Yeah, give your little bro a hug, man. That's so nice. Zombie card and the Rage. I need my brother to pull up, bro. I need him to pull me a Rage as well. And what's the card I'm looking for? Ghost Rider card. We actually ended up getting the baby Spidey card today with an egg. And yeah, it is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Give that count to me. Hell no, bro. Hell nah, bro. I got too much on my plate right now, bro. Get that shit out of here, bro. Even if he offers, bro, I have to kindly turn it down. That shit is, bro. I'm trying to fucking delete 3 of my accounts right now, bro. This shit is stressful, bro. And it's also so time consuming, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, hopefully. Oh, man. Hey, look, bro, look. Caveman, look. Scorpion cooking. Getting an A9, greed, and an energy is peak. Well, greed and energy are kind of questionable, but NA9 is good. Very nice. Did they just trade lives? What the fuck? This is the first time I saw someone trade lives. Nice. We get the clears gone. Man, it's so late that it ended so quickly. I like kind of wish they added like a few more objectives. Like they could have done like 10 pages or something, 60 objectives instead of 36. But yeah, it's okay. You gotta do what you gotta do with whatever we got. Why do I have more than 1,000 points? Am I not tanking? Am I a fraud? Tier 4 Scorpion, get that shit out of here. Garbage. Damn. Gray has been locked in on Pal World. Pal World. I watched someone play the game and like it's so cool that you can like catch them as pets and like basically build your own world like Minecraft, right? So it's a mixture of Minecraft and like it has like I think Zelda aspect to it as well. So it's Minecraft, Zelda, and Pokemon combined together. So yeah, people who like those games definitely like will have well, I mean the game will basically have a good pool of those people, Did I put those 3 games correctly? I haven't played it. This is me just saying from like watching. Ray can correct me if I'm wrong. We need to add some hard and gaming dungeons for the diehard nerds with maxed out parties. Do they still do proper updates, bro? I feel like the hype has died down recently, but I'm not sure. Like I was talking about it to a couple people recently as well. Like they bought the game, they played it for like I think a short period of time when it first came out. And yeah, they haven't really touched it since. So like that's died down, right? It's on fire now? Wow. Oh, wow. How much is it on Steam? It's like I think $40, right? Steam. Close to being done with my world. The only thing that I hate about that is after defeating a boss, there's still a chance that you don't get to, like, you know, tame it or whatever. That aspect of it where it's a bit RNG is kind of annoying because, like, next time you have to beat the boss again, catch it or whatever. That's an aspect of it, right? Or am I like misunderstanding? I don't like that aspect if that's the case, you know? Because like it's kind of annoying because you beat like a hard boss, and then they have like a tiny odds of being like actually grabbable or whatever. Almost 1 million concurrent. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, it's only 30 bucks. Not bad. Wow. Now I'm surprised. Concurrent 1 million. I thought they fell off. Holy shit. Wow. Very nice. Wait, you're talking about Palworld 1.0? I'm talking about OG Palworld. This is like an update on the previous one? Is that what it is? I have not watched this. I've seen like gameplay for this. I see. It says July 9th. That makes sense because it's like the newer version, right? Oh, it's like a proper revamp or something? Wow. Oh, we had a lot of victories before. What the hell? That's why I'm like, I was like over 1,000. What the hell? It's been days. Oh, it was early access for the last 2 years? I see. I was not up to date with the Palworld lore. Can I unlock someone's? Who's gonna unlock Ghost Rider? Oh, his one's already unlocked. Can I unlock? That makes sense. Unlock and it makes sense. Storm. Okay, Storm can get it. Storm, you can get it, bro. Get that shit, bro. I use you on a daily basis, so fuck it. The game changed so much since release. It's a new game at this point. I have no clue. My initial impressions are from those last 2 years or like the first year of the game releasing. So maybe I'll look more into it and even give it a try myself. Nice. I can donate some of these. Nice. I am low on the feathers, so apologies for not giving you my feathers. Hard-earned feathers. We are basically left with our alliance battle runs. We gotta get that done real quick. Gotta get summary. We're at 52, 10,000 points, boys. That's 1,000 objectives, I think, if I'm not wrong. They're weighted by 10 points, right? Unless you do like a very big mission. So basically a little less than 1,000 objectives. Very nice. Anytime they update the game, it's like, yeah, it was worth the wait. Accumulated over 2. Goddamn. Fair enough, bro. Fair enough. Best alliance by Storm. It does not specify your alliance as the best alliance, but okay. Instinct, Artifact. So 8. Backstory. I low-key thought it was Legend Bell for a second there. Fear damage. Sir, we got all the questions right. We just like that, bro. Always just for to get on my nerves, Strange. They use so many different variants of Doctor Strange in this game. It's not for everyone for sure. I think there's something for most people in the game though. $30 for the full game, it's kind of ridiculous good value no matter how you slice it. There's also Animo coming out in a couple months. Wow. Y'all be playing so many other games, man. And I'm just here, bro. Doing fuck all. Is this similar to Palworld? anymore. I'm looking it up right now, bro. Looks very Korean MMO. Nice. Let us know how you like it when it comes out. That superhero, supervillain, I mean. What is your century? The Spell World co-op. The gameplay I watched was just a singular person playing it. I'm just gonna assume it's co-op. It's co-op, right? Online co-op. Yeah, Steam has it listed as on. Nice. So basically, you can make a world with your friends. That's it. Yeah, we'll PC. Is it on Game Pass? I don't think it's on Game Pass, is it? I'll look into it. So anyway, monetization concerns, very gotcha. I see. It's probably gonna be that. What, vacant? Gonna say something to me back. Let's see, support. Support. Who can we use as support? You, big dog. Does Titana have the leadership? She does. We can just use our girl. Oh, get the fuck out of here. I'm not using that. Get that shit out of here. Do you know if MCOM vastly outperforms Emrage on Gene? Depends on where you're gonna use her, man. I'm not gonna lie. So depending on where you use her, it could be vastly better. But yeah, I think MComp is better on Gene than a Emrage. But a B-Rage is better than an MComp, which is why I use a B-Rage on my Gene. Plus I also use her for no restriction ABX, which is why I prefer a B-Rage on her. Even if I had a B comp, I would have given her a B-Rage because she gets 24 for me in ABX. So yeah. Bro, why the fuck are you asking me a question in third person, bro? Just ask me, what other games do you play, Buff? Instead of all other games does Buff play? What the fuck? Striker will go for Loki. Man, I still don't fuck with this custom here, but you know what? I'll just try upgrading and see how it goes for us. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Oh, did I just see a mini rage? I think I did. Mini rage. Fuck off, man. It's based off of dodge again. I have two B rages, one on Storm and one on Scarlet. I don't think it'd be wise to move them. Where do you use your Storm? You could basically replace Storm fully if you give the B rage to G. As long as you have the Blast hero covered by someone like Magneto, I think you can replace Storm. Depending on how, like, you know, how much of a build you're willing to invest in G. Because that's what I did. I replaced Storm completely in Alliance Battle. I only use her for dispatch farming. So yeah, you can do something like that. That is possible. What about Nan? How you doing, bro? And as for Scarlet, she covers a few less restrictions than Jean, though. So I think it's still valid to consider Jean for one of your B rages. Because let me see, what I ended up doing was I ended up replacing Jean. I mean, what's her name? Scarlet Witch for Alliance Battle Legends for the Universal Female with Jean, and Mutant Female with Jean again instead of Storm, and the Universal Hero, that's a different restriction. Where else do I use Jean? I basically use her for the no restriction ABX, but that's about it. Yeah. Storm, my current best ABI. What do you end up scoring with her? See, if you're planning to like swap around CTPs, I'm gonna assume that you're gonna pop the CTP swapper pack, and in that scenario, I would actually just test out Jean and see how she performs. If Jean ends up performing similar to your Storm, I think it would be justifiable to move the. But if you end up capping with, Storm, you're better off keeping it as it is, and maybe consider Scarlet Witch's CTP value over Jean's. So, yeah. All right, let's see how we end up doing. Is Storm not still better than Jean in ABI? Yeah. Again, depends on how much you're willing to invest in there. Oh yeah. God damn that, bro. Titania runs that fast? What the fuck was that? She turned into Flash, bro. What the fuck? She did that left, right. Fine. Why game lag? Why you lagging? Stop lagging, bros. Our run definitely could be better. Just saying, because we don't have a proper obelisk or CTP on our boy Ares. But we're here, we're locked in. Let's see how we end up scoring for the first time with tier 4 Ares, by the way. This is our first time trying him out. We tier 4'd him a couple days ago, but we didn't stream yesterday, so yeah, we're here seeing our boy Ares perform. Look at this, bro. Almost 8 million in the first cancel. Very nice, very nice. You can definitely hit like 13 million or even a 15 million with the obelisk. That would be insane. His rotation is kind of goofy. Gotta keep alternating between 1 and 2. But as long as it works, it works. You know what I'm saying? As long as it works. And he also has like 2 slight delays on 5 and 3. That is also a bit annoying. It's okay. I stopped using it him. Oh, still issue. Bang. The cancel is gonna be after this rotation. So let us lock in. 10 million. Okay, we're gonna end up hitting like 11, maybe. I'm always so bad with my guesses. But at the rate at which my run was going, I genuinely didn't believe I was gonna hit like 11. I mean, 13 or 15. But it did slow down significantly. Also, we got hit by the meteor like 6 times. Garbage. Whatever. Not bad. We're rerolling for mighty CTPs with obelisk as well. I've rerolled a mighty rage with over 70 obelisks and only got 180.9. That's good enough, bro. You don't have to reroll that shit, bro. the brilliant CTP is way beyond. They need to change this system. It is probably right. You know? Have you ever gambled buying an event CTP chest like the one where you have for $30 and pulled a brilliant? Yeah. Unfortunately, yes. I am a whale. I did that, I think last anniversary, something like that. I pulled a brilliant liberation. That's the on top of my head, like off the top of my head. But yeah. My current blast hero is Gambit, but I'll just steer for Magneto soon. Bro, he is so much easier to use, especially because of his V-pad, and not to mention his rotations basically just spam. So yeah, since you have the epic list, I think Gambit has had his stint. It's time to retire, my boy. Hang up his boots. We'll see you for Doomsday, but for now, Magneto it is. Magneto it is. I score 18 in ABX comfortably. It's just how it is. He's absolutely insane. And yeah. We don't have a support CTP. Loki. Who has Striker? Okay, Storm. Perfect. Get started. Wait, why is my auto? Oh, because I did my runs on autoplay yesterday. Couldn't be bothered. What did we end up hitting with Loki last season? I don't remember. Because the cancel is also annoying. 1.6. We have good scope to get like a good score. And I don't miss playing Loki. The goofy ass guy, bro, gives you motion sickness, bro. Whatever. Whatever. Tired of your bullshit, man. Yo, why did they spawn on that side? Fucking mobs, man. Fuck shit ass mobs. I also need to improve my Loki build. I don't think I have like proper OBs or ISOs on him. I mean ISOs are probably correct, but just OBs and like Urus are probably all over the place with my Loki. It's okay. I ain't that fussed over at Alliance Battle scores anyway. This is just another game mode. I'd rather have more fun in PvP, I'm not gonna lie. This account especially. It's more fun to do shit with like less privileged account. You know what I mean? Doing more with less. Hey. Whatever, 6 million for the first cancel is not bad. $6 million. Come on, dash to me, little bro. If I had put the Mighty Rage on my Loki, my overall ABX scores would have definitely went up. But I unfortunately put that shit on my Venom, who ended up getting replaced by Hulk. So I am sad. Me sad. Me very sad, bro. So sad. Oh, piss off. Why did it spawn in my head, man? I hate when that happens. So when he punches away, I can't really tell. There it is. There you are with that recoil from your punch. Goofy little bro. Ah, shit. If it didn't spawn in my head, I think 8 million would have been confirmed. Actually, you know what? 8 million is still confirmed. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's what it is. Buff the Whale, Marshall's Ultra Beyond Whale. Ah. I want to tier for Odin to not play Loki. Fairs, man, fairs. Odin, I ended up scoring, I think my highest I've ever scored with Odin after I gave my Thor a good build. So, yeah. Time to bring out the Ocean. Then drop his BS and give him a natural 500 hits or something. Let go of that BS. I agree, bro. Less whale account, you mean? Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Fucking rage rate, bro. See, 5 out of 10 rage rate, bro. Get out of here, Cave. this guy, bro, always trying to get on my nerves, man. Fucking hell, bro. Mythic. Give me some good. Not good. You can get P cards from this dimension chest, by the way. This one. It's funny how it works. But, yeah. So let me show you guys. Where are you? Where are you? Look at this. I could literally get Ghost Rider card from one of my Alliance Battle Legend runs. I think recently someone posted in Discord they pulled something like this from their ABL run. Lucky bastard. But yeah, if you guys are lucky, you can pull something like this, bro. I think I pulled the Guardian of the Galaxy once. And yeah, is it the same for here? Oh, I think yeah, you get like basically 2 shots. No, never mind. This one doesn't have the premiums. It's only in AB. Ew. Ew. Nice. And dimension mission. Bang. 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 Very nice. Hopefully we get a premium. Like we always ask for, but we never get. Let's hope that we get a premium. Premium. Got a premium on one of my other. Oh. We got a premium. It's not the one I wanted. Oh shit. It's okay. It is what it is. It is what it is. I got the zombies card. What? You fucking lucky ass dude, bro. Respect. You gotta respect it, man. Sometimes you just gotta respect it. Hold your hands up and be like, yeah, bro. You're like that, bro. And yeah, we're done. We're done with our dailies. The dailies are done. We're gonna hop on the Discord and start our account reviews. Review time. Review time. We have Say or T-Say. I don't know how to pronounce their name. And also their IGN is, I think, in Korean. So yeah, let's just find out. We have level 182. They were asking us about the stage 11 of Shadowland Challenge mode. They were struggling to clear the Green Goblin stage. But yeah, let's just take a look at their account. They said, I don't have any specific questions. Okay. Dry much? Alright, let's take a look at the account. Ice Cream Truck. Isn't that like a half-decent alliance? So I'm gonna have an impression that this account kinda is a whale account. So let's start with the cards. Not bad cards by any means, but if you're looking for a hybrid card set, it would probably be White Fox instead of this, Ghost Rider instead of this, and NA9. But it also seems like this is predominantly PvP. So why don't you have the HP proc? You can replace this card. Oh, this card. I think you're probably better off replacing. But yeah, I think you can definitely replace this card. This is the worst card out of the 5. And get a better card set. If you want to stick with PvP, I think the NA9 is the best option. So yeah, I don't know if you're working on that behind the scenes. That is what I would suggest in terms of the card set itself. And in terms of your stats, you have 30% cooldown, not bad. It is being slightly undercapped, even with the addition of your swords. What I would say is like aim for like 35-36% total cooldown from your cards and swords. That way you don't have to put cooldown on each and every single one of your characters. And then yeah, apart from that, all defense is slightly low, dodge is also slightly low. Max HP is not bad. Same with all attack, it could definitely be improved. As for your other stats, attack speed is okay, crit rate is fine, crit damage is slightly low, and then ignore defense is very high, so you can probably reduce that along with all the other resists and improve your cards overall. Now, talking about the card set itself, Zombies card with 7 is good. Unfortunately, no proc means it's bad enough to start re-rolling this card. With cards, you want to focus on certain stats or procs, especially specifically for the cards that have like good procs. You might want to go for procs, you know? So yeah, proc for this card. And in terms of stats, actually all of them are pretty good. If I were to risk it all, I'd probably re-roll the red, of course, and also the energy attack, hoping for the all attack blue. But yeah, if you want to keep the energy attack and re-roll only the red all defense, you could also do that. Energy, I think, is a safe bet, but long term it's not the best, because predominantly the good characters are energy attack characters. So yeah, I'll let you decide that. And like I said, replace this card. And also, if you want to keep this card, get at least the physical attack proc on it. I think that is also very important for both PvP, PvE. Allows your characters to do much more damage. And in terms of the stats, the first 3 stats are good. The rest of them definitely would be rerolled. I feel like you'd be losing a lot of cooldown if you remove this card overall. It's bringing more than half of your peers. I mean, more than half of your cooldown. So yeah, I don't know how you would work your way around it. In terms of Luna card, 7 quality with the proc, very nice. The other 2 stats are also decent. It's all blue as well. Unfortunately, some of the stats are not as good. For example, resist, and energy defense also in that slot is not good. Max HP is better, and then physical attack would also be replaced. So basically 2, 3, 4, and 6. I would eventually down the line reroll, but this would be my last card that I reroll before any of the cards, because this has full peers. And then Guardians of the Galaxy. Stats wise, it's not bad. Defensive is good for PvP. You could also probably reroll the flame resist, but it's completely fine. In terms of the blue stats, poison resist is bad. Max HP is good. Cooldown is very good. All attack in blue is absolutely insane. So yeah, keep those 3 stats locked and reroll the other 3 stats. For this card, probably the best possible roll, I think. I don't really know about the rolls for this card. Of course, you don't need the proc on this card, nor do you need the proc on this card. In terms of the blue, you have dodge, which is good. Ignore defense is good. Everything else I would reroll for this card. And yeah, like I said, I would also replace this card with a better card. And yeah, apart from that, your cards are looking decent with some room to improve for sure. But yeah, solid base for in terms of cards. In terms of swords, you have 4s and 5s across the board. If you can't improve your cooldown from your cards, I would definitely reroll a few of these swords to get more cooldown. So yeah, and I don't think it is important to reroll any of these stats specifically until you get like a 6-star sword, because it's going to be like a end game investment, you know? So yeah, that's what I would suggest. And if you want more in-depth look into swords, take a look at my guide. I keep referring to it. Hopefully it is enough to be helpful to you guys. So yeah, let's get started with your characters. You have 19 tier 4s. Off the top of my head, a couple questionable ones. Valkyrie, I wouldn't tier 4 this early on, but I guess it's for the combat female restriction since you have a rage. And then you have Iron Man tier 4, questionable. Miles tier 4, questionable in the sense that you don't have his seasonal. But if you pick up the seasonal, this is like a very good investment. And yeah, let's just go over the characters now. We have a Mighty Conquest on Kang. I prefer having a better roll on the wall proc instead of the clash proc. So yeah, try getting an 80 wall on him. And here I would not put my specialization stats here. I would put my specialization stats for the disarmament. It's best for PvP, and then the rest of the build Looks okay. Would have probably given the gold damage to someone else, but yeah. Also max out your ISOs, man. I'm pretty sure you are at a position where you can max out your ISOs. It does improve the overall stats that you get from your ISO set. And also for Striker, use Wolverine for every single one of your PvP characters. And for Wolverine himself, use Ghost Rider. So yeah. Next up, we have a Null with Mighty Greed, bad roll again. Bottom roll, you have to prefer the bottom roll for Mighties, 150 at the bare minimum. And try getting the speed universal on top with any ambush block. Any ambush block is fine as long as you have the highest possible damage dealing at the bottom row. And yeah, Striker again would be, of course, Wolverine. Stats wise, I'm assuming you're doing this because you're trying to clear a PvE stage, the stage that you showed me. But again, for PvP, this is the best. And instead of crit rate, I'd still probably go with max HP. Actually, you know what? Try capping out your crit rate. That's completely fair as well. And yeah, again, reroll this. What's the point of this? You know, energy attack, he deals physical damage. And yeah, try getting good rolls on your ISOs instead of just blindly equipping them. Like, what is the energy attack 281 doing? It's one of the best rolls, but it's an energy attack, which is absolutely useless. Like, it's like you're trying to speak to a deaf person, bro. Null is not deaf, and yeah, you gotta be showing him sign languages. That's all I'm saying. In terms of, you know, your build, pretty good. I like that you're going for the attack with Null. Very nice. With a character like this, attack is priority. You have a Brilliant Sentry. Very nice. Long term, you could probably reroll for the 100 wall with any clash, but this is still not a bad roll by any means, given it's a Brilliant, of course. And in terms of stats, I would probably... I think I'm cool with whatever you have here, given you're trying to cap out your dodge, and this is perfectly fine. Striker, again, I would prefer Wolverine over Ghost Rider, even though the instinct matches correctly. In terms of build, you have absolutely stacked build. Very nice. Hopefully I don't see a physical attack here. Yeah, you put thought into your sentries build. Unfortunately, Null and Gang didn't receive that same love. So yeah, using your sentry, your own sentry as the baseline, try improving these two characters' builds. Moving on to Adam, you have a 60-75. Not bad again, but like again, set 80 instead of the 75 would definitely be much better. And yeah, Wolverine is the best, so very nice. You're improving HP. You have non-6-star ooze. I don't like that personally, but I guess it's okay to cap out certain stats. But again, I wouldn't equip like a 4-star energy attack. So try improving that long term. And yeah, look at the ISOs, man. Physical attack when Adam deals energy attack. It is absolutely useless. Energy attack here is good. Crit rate, energy defense is fine. But again, for the defenses, go for the all defense, you know? Go for the all defenses. That's the best way to go on about things. Again, physical attack here. So yeah, definitely fix those. You have authority on him. Bottom roll is bad. I think it's 5% that you can get up here. And then steal is also not the best. Still, he's fine because like I don't know how good authority performs on him anyways. In terms of Striker, Wolverine again, and then the build, like I said, with the other characters, try following that and you should be good. Again, reroll this authority for the bottom, plus 5%, I think, and then steal you can sell for any, I think. And for Gene, you have Mighty Rage, perfectly rolled. Striker, you're using Silver Surfer, questionable for PvE given you have Rage. The rest of the build looked fine. You don't have the seasonal. Again, physical attack. I'm just not going to look at ISOs anymore. That shit's low-key infuriating and also funny. So yeah, keep that in mind when you build a character. The first line of their stats, it says energy attack. Give them energy attack ISOs. But yeah, for Jean, since you don't have her most recent uniform, it's better to stick with PvE. And if you're going to stick with PvE, use strikers like Ghost Rider or Thor even in your scenario. When you get Miles seasonal, you can use Miles. Yeah, moving forward, we have Wolverine with almost a perfect rolled greed. The only change that I would make to make it perfect is like putting the speed universal 150 on top. But this is completely fine. You can use him as it is, and he should give you decent, you know, a return. And again, Striker would be Ghost Rider. I'm not looking at the ISOs. I told myself to do that. And I would probably give him more attack, because you're basically using him in a sense like a glass cannon, especially with the greed. So yeah, try improving his attack more down the line. Ghost Rider, reroll the rage to a 0.9. Build is not good. Why do you have a physical attack Odin's Blessing on him? This is absolutely wasteful. More physical attack. Do you not understand what kind of damage these characters deal? Literally the first line of their stat, energy attack, then physical defense, energy defense, HP. Improve their energy attack. Improve the energy attack. And yeah, don't. Yeah, why do you have energy attack here and then physical attack? Like what's the point? Like they're sitting side by side. Like what? Also use someone like Ghost Rider or something, man. Sentry is not a good striker. Also, I would probably just assume that you came back to the game recently, or somewhat recently, and you just didn't change your strikers. Because like, why else would you have like different strikers on every different character? You can now stack strikers, by the way. You can stack strikers. So I haven't been looking at the chat because I'm fucking too involved in this thing. Counter review. What are you guys talking about? Was it talking about some yep. Zombie Luna, Ghost Rider, Guardian of the Galaxy, Infinity, Ghost Rider. Yeah, that is the top high bit set for sure. I remembered buff, M-Comp, Null, or B Greed. B Greed for sure. You're talking about Null, bro. Come on now. Mid roll, B Greed, not top roll. So you don't have ambush. Try getting the ambush, man. Like, waste a couple CTPs. If you get the ambush, you get the super guard break. That is very important in a brilliant Greed. And anything else from the bottom is fine, you know. What up, DKKM Anakin? How you doing, bro? Hey, what up, Marsh? Preach, Pastor. I appreciate it, bro. Using correct artifacts. It's only one of the characters who didn't have the correct artifact. It's whatever. I feel like a 3-star is completely whatever. Because I'm pretty sure you can push Gene stages to get like Gene's artifact. So yeah, even though you equip the correct instinct artifact from I'm assuming the epic quest, because like you get this artifact from the epic quest, right? So yeah. I'm not really fussed about this, but still, if you push Gene, you can definitely get your hands on a Gene artifact, so equip that, you know. Wanda more valuable as she has more ABX ABL days compared to who? Who are you talking about? Go back to when your account was in UK. He wasn't there, bro. He was lucky he wasn't there, bro. That's why he's always acting up, because he wasn't there when I reviewed his account, bro. That's why. All right, back to our boy or girl, TSE's account. We have wrong roll here. Improve that roll. This roll is fine. Again, striker should be changed. Build. I already gave you the baseline of the builds. Reroll this to a 0.9. Again, change the builds. 0.7 here again. Don't just equip random rages. I know obelisks are hard to come by, for which I am gonna suggest you farm dispatch. You should have a decent dispatch team. So just use Doctor Strange, Storm, and Thor in a team for dispatch. Farm dispatch over time, and you will build up a surplus of obelisks, and you can use them to reroll your CTPs. So yeah, that's what I would highly suggest. You know, good roll on Venom. Iron Man is fine. He's not really used as much anyway, so I'm just gonna say, like, if you want long-term, reroll this to a 200 proc for any scenario where you're using him. Authority is not good on its own. You want to make it a mighty at the very least. Then here, he is a support, so don't put a proper CTP on him. If you do want to put a CTP on him, put like a support CTP. And also, you have so many other better support options that you could tier 4 or could have tier 4, but you ended up going for Silent Spider. So I'm just gonna assume you like him because you have all 3 of the Spider-Mans technically tier 4. So yeah, you're just based off vibes. So completely fair, man. Try focusing on certain characters who offer much better value, you know, moving forward. But yeah, if you give him a CTP, it's gonna be a support CTP. Also, what the fuck? You have elite gear on him? He's garbage, bro. And yeah, he's a PvE character, so put something like this on him. Or instinct attack even, instead of like putting it on excluding bosses. This is a PvP stat. You're putting that on a PvE character. You have Spider-Man without a CTP or an artifact. So since you have him tier 4, I am going to go out of my way and suggest that you pick up his 4-star artifact from the selector that's coming up in a few days and give him like a proper CTP, like a Mighty Conquest, Mighty Greed, Authority, whatever. Give him a proper CTP, especially since you have him tier 4. As far as stats, max HP is fine. You have Miles, no build again. All I would suggest is like, build him up after you get the zombie uniform and give him like a Mighty Judgment with the all attack, all defense, or a Mighty competition with the all attack, all defense role, because he is one of the best strikers in the game. You have Ghost Rider with a Mighty Conquest. Let's see, who would I put that on? I would low-key put this Mighty Conquest on someone like Silver Surfer, or even Wolverine, Yeah, put that on Wolverine, and I think you can put the Greed on him, or a Judgment. If you come across a Judgment, put it on Ghost Rider. I feel like that offers you better value, especially from the perspective in which you're accounts in. I would rather have a hybrid build on my Ghost Rider than a PvP build. Plus your stats are comparatively not as good as it should be. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. And also give Thor a decent build, like a proper CTP instead of this, because I feel like he offers much better value as a farmer to the game. It's like a long-term investment because you do farming basically every day. So giving Thor a good build will save you much more time throughout your, what do you call it? Like, as you move through the game, whatever. In terms of characters that you don't have built, of course you're working on Mephisto, so he has to be #1 priority since you started with his gears. After that, I would probably suggest someone like Loki. Let me see if you have Odin or not. If you have Odin, you could probably also start with Odin, but I'm just gonna assume you don't have Odin, and I think you don't. But yeah, start with Loki, finish him up. He will do very good in Alliance battle. So yeah, Loki, Mephisto, those two characters are probably initial priorities. After that, you go with someone like Luna, and then during Black Friday, you can tier for someone like Scarlet Witch, since you also have a CTP on her. Reroll this shit, by the way. So yeah. Luna with the comp. Mephisto with the comp. Reroll the bottom roll for the 55. And Loki doesn't have a build. So I'm assuming, given the CTP situation, you're planning on tier 4ing a few of these characters already. So yeah, very nice. I wouldn't go out of my way to tier 4 someone like this. Given your track record, I fear that you're going to end up tier 4ing Ebonimo or something. So yeah, don't do that. Focus on characters that are much more meaningful as a DPS now, instead of characters who offer value as supports only. So yeah, focus on your alliance value progression. I would probably improve your supports a slight tiny bit. I feel like I'm not seeing as many supports as much as I would like to. Dazzler is missing, definitely someone I would build to tier Transcend. Taskmaster tier 3 with the uniform for sure. It's here. All the nothing needs are seasonal. Ares you can definitely build. Black Knight doesn't really need to be built. I think he gets all his buffs at 6 stars anyways. But yeah, Ares you build up, pick up his uniform, use him for the alien villain and combat villain, and also combat alien restriction. He is a very, very versatile character. M'Baku as a support definitely needs to be built up. Rescue for PvP support is also very good. White Fox, since you have her, why not build her now? She's now free to play completely because you have come across the pay to win hurdle where you have to spend like 1500 crystals to pick her up. So yeah, just build her up. Once you tier 4 Luna, she's gonna be absolutely insane. And yeah, I don't know, I might be missing a few premium characters, but apart from that, I feel like, yeah, the characters that I told you to build up are very good. So yeah, definitely do that. I've tier 4 Mephisto, but I feel like he isn't doing as great as I thought he would, even with the Mighty Rage. What CTP did you get? I got Egg, unfortunately. But yeah, what will I say for tier 4 Mephisto, man? Do you have proper supports? And also, are you using the proper rotation? Make sure you're spamming his skills, by the way. Just start your rotation with the 2, and just spam all the other skills, and try to manage your tier 3 and tier 4 efficiently, and you're gonna be good. Elite gear on Scarlet's crazy, yeah. Did not confuse Scarlet with Miles, so he has all 3 of these Spider-Verse characters at tier 4. Someone who looks like a spider is also tier 4, so this brother is definitely in love with Spider-Man's Spider-Verse or whatever. But yeah, you have a solid account nonetheless. What I would say is pick up Magneto's uniform, and yeah, out of these characters you have built, Magneto's uniform will add much better value. That way you don't have to build up someone like Gambit, since you have his seasonal uniform. Even then, it's not worth building him, as you can use Magneto. And what restrictions are you missing? You have combat female, a lot of restrictions with her, one restriction with her, I think, a couple restrictions with this uniform. Wait, they coincide with the same restrictions, whatever. Good restrictions with her. Yeah, the big ones are Mephisto, Scarlet Witch, Loki. So these 3 characters I usually suggest first for Alliance battle, but you went for the niche characters first for some reason, like Valkyrie, Storm, Magneto, and Jean Grey. So yeah, as soon as you tier 4 these characters, you're gonna be chilling. After that, you can focus a little bit more into PvP. Someone like Carnage, and I think I saw Magic as well. If you pick up her uniform, pick up her uniform and her artifact, they'll offer very good value to you, especially with like native tier 2s and 3s being banned lately. These characters will offer much better value. So yeah, definitely would slow things down, focus on the supports a little while I'm working towards the tier 4s that I suggested, and also while improving my cards and swords, and you're gonna be in a much better place moving forward. So yeah, good luck. We are gonna move on to the next account. If you have any more questions, feel free to use the advice channel. You always use that, and I appreciate it. So yeah, we will move on to Bababoo's account. We have Marvel Doctor 2016. 2016. If you spam your IGN one more time, I'm fucking removing you from the chat. Okay. Read the description. There is clear instructions how to get your account reviewed. Just follow that, and I will take a look at your account instead of spamming it here. You know, I'd let go of my Venom for Hulk if Hulk was good in World Boss, and I'm still the only combat who can do World Boss. Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. What I ended up doing was, surprisingly, I gave my Venom a competition, and he's still cooking for me. So I initially had planned the competition would go on Hulk, but then I decided, why not give my brilliant rage that I have on my Venom to Hulk, and he was cooking. And since I had a spare competition, I gave that to Venom, and he's still clearing like World Boss Legends plus stage 60, 70s. He's just absolutely cooking. So if you are in that scenario, you could probably give Hulk a better CTP for World Boss, Alliance Battle, and give Venom a better CTP for World Boss, that being a competition. You know, I'm just saying, man, I'm just saying. He's in our alliance. The fuck? I have not seen, or have I seen? Or did he change the alliance? Did he change his IGN? Because he's been in the Discord for a minute. It's just his IGN seems a bit different. I might be wrong. Am I wrong? I might be wrong. Whatever. Alright, let's see. No major questions beside which uniforms, seasonals included, I should prioritize getting. Will appreciate any feedback. Alright, let's take a look at the cards. It seems like, what the fuck? How do you not have a single P card equipped? Ow! Holy shit, bro! Come on, Baba Boy! Come on, get some P cards equipped. I'm pretty sure you have the White Fox at least, if not the Luna card in your inventory. As soon as you get Pierce on that card, equip it, man. Equip it. Absolutely equip it. If I were to replace a card, it would probably be the Ignore Defense one. So yeah, absolute last card gets replaced with any P card you have in your inventory. Because like, look at this, man. 8% cooldown is not a good experience. So definitely would start equipping or working towards getting P cards in my card set. Look at this, man. You're much higher level than me, by the way. And I'm like 90% sure that I can perform better than you in every single game. It's tough, man. It's tough. And yeah. Oh, what the bro? Are you trolling me? You must be trolling me, bro. It has to be a troll. Nah, you're trolling. No swords? Bro, you can blink and get swords. Bro. What the fuck? You can blink and get swords. Work on your swords, work on your cards, man. What is this, bro? This is like a very bad core to your account. I was thinking like, okay, maybe he has 8% here. And somehow he's gonna have like 16, 20% cooldown on his swords. He has no swords equipped. I think bro's just playing on hard mode, I guess. Whatever. Alright, let's take a look at the characters. I can't even give you... Oh my god, he's a spender. I thought it was a troll account, but he's a spender. Ah! Yo, who accepted him in my alliance, bro? We need to have a serious meeting about this shit, bro. Who accepted him? We need some belt to the ass, bro. Oh my god, man. What do I even tell him? What do I suggest to this guy? I can't tell him to start again, for sure. But he hasn't made that many severe mistakes either. Apart from just not focusing on anything that is meaningful. What the fuck is this, man? All Father Odin uniform? Oh my god. Alright, first things first. Start doing dimension rests so that you have enough materials. Also, make sure you have all the epic quests finished. I'm just saying that blindly before even taking a look at your roster, so that you can farm feathers and crystals consistently that you can use to farm more cards from craft. That way you can craft your P cards if that is an issue right now. And swords wise, just do your otherworld battle runs. Just do your otherworld battle runs. You're gonna get enough materials to attempt swords. So yeah, just take a look at my guide. You should be doing well if you just follow that simple method. Nothing too serious. And yeah, bro, 189 level. How the fuck, bro? Are you even having fun on this game? I'm gonna be brutally honest with you. Are you even having fun on this game? Because I don't think you are. This must be like a torture method, bro. Holy. Alright, let's take a look at the builds. Okay, we have a rage 0.9. Everything is just whatever build. Decent striker, not bad. The builds are good. Build is actually good, not bad, not bad. We have a wrong roll rage, so try getting the 0.9, same as Doctor Strange. You're gonna be fine. You have a right. Okay, build is kind of bad as well. 3-star Urus, bro. You can like spit and get like a 5-star Uru, bro. Come on, bro. Plus you're a whale, so you're getting Urus from, I'd assume, dispatch as well. So yeah, man, definitely would improve a character that it seems like you're using on a daily basis. So I'm just saying, man, improve her build. Come on. And in terms of the rest of the build, nothing too bad. You have Dr. Voodoo with energy CTP. Interesting stuff, man. Interesting. Oh, another energy there. Okay, before we move on, Dr. Voodoo is a support. Do not give him DPS support. I mean DPS CTP. So take this off if you can, and use this as fodder to attempt a brilliant long term down the line. And his build is not even that important. Then you have Thor with another energy. I guess if you are using him as a striker, energy makes sense. But you are not at that point to be making that kind of decision. That's all I'm saying. So get the shit off of him. Give him a rage or judgment or whatever. Something that is good for PvE. And use him instead of Dr. Voodoo in this same exact team. Because I know what you're doing. You're farming dispatch to level up like this crazy, bro. All your cards are going down the drain to level up. I feel like that's all you're doing. And even with the swords, you're probably doing the same. Because like, how the fuck is this garbage as account on level 189 with only 4 tier 4s, by the way? We had 4 tier 4s at the end of, I think, day 50. So yeah, man, even with spending money on this game, bro, no hope if you move at this rate, at this speed, with these dog shit decisions. Oh my god. And then we have, of course, Jean with the paywall uniform. Absolute beauty with a greed. What the fuck is this, man? Take this shit off of her. Give her a rage, give her a conquest, give her something useful. What the hell is the CTP of greed gonna do on her, man? Definitely would revamp her build. And I think, given you have her uniform, tier for her next. I know your tier 4 materials aren't coming in as consistently given your account is all over the place, but still, tier 4 her next offers absolutely insane value in both PvP, PvE, and improve her build significantly. Give her like Odin's Blessings and Mighty Rage, Mighty Conquest, double CTP slot, everything. She's going to be your #1 priority in terms of the next character, tier 4. But as it stands, you have a lot of questionable uniforms. So I will connect the dots and say you returned to the game after a long time. Or I also feel like I've looked at your account. Is this the same guy who, like, we were debating on whether or not if it's worth it to keep the account or restart a new account? Yo, I'm gonna find this guy, bro. Where the fuck was that shit, bro? No, this is the first time I'm reviewing his account. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. And I see entries in advice. How is this brother giving people advice? Oh my god, bro. Bro, you need to like recuperate on this game, man. So yeah, a lot of these older uniforms, I'm just gonna, you know, say that you probably bought them when they were meta or relevant to a certain extent. Or you could be like a Giga Chad who like buys uniforms just based on vibes and looks. Could also be the case. Ah, man, you need like a CTP swapper, like seeing the CTP situation. Oh my god. A comp on Magneto. Since you're a spender, man, right now you can buy the CTP unequipped and unequip all your CTPs and focus on a few characters that are definitely going to be useful for you instead of so many of these random characters who are at level 80 and you're getting Miles Morales to level 80. So yeah, Jean would definitely get a Rage and a Conquest, both down the line. He is good with the Rage. He is not worth building. He is good with the Rage, but I would prefer a Judgment on him. Good with the Rage. Seasonal uniform, when it comes around, I think at the end of October, beginning of November, give him a Judgment or a competition with the all attack, all defense proc on top. A Rage here. Hulk. Since you don't have Venom tier 4, I'm going to go out of my way and tell you to pick up Hulk's uniform and tier 4 him. Give him a Rage and he should be scoring very good for you. Odin, since you have him at level 70, he's also worth building, but I would still build Loki for his Alliance Battle Extreme value. Deadpool, I wouldn't build, even though his most recent uniform is the most relevant uniform he has. As for his CTP, Conquest, Greed, I guess Energy is also fine, but try making it a Mighty if you're going to use him with the Energy as a glass cannon. Cyclops' most recent uniform is definitely worth picking up. No need to pick up her seasonal since you have Thor. Thor is good enough. Captain America's most recent uniform is mid-tier PvP. Not as good as you would like him to be, but he's still useful. So if you are trying to dabble into that, I wouldn't suggest you dabble into that because you're not good enough as it stands in terms of your stats. So yeah, do not buy his uniform, even though it is kind of good. Decent uniform. The female uniform does cover a few other restrictions. So depending on your needs, you can buy that, but I wouldn't prioritize that. Not worth it, not worth it, not worth it. Good, not worth it. You could pick up her symbiote uniform if you're dabbling into PvP. Again, falls into a similar category as Captain America, so I wouldn't prioritize. Luna's most recent uniform is definitely a priority. If you have spare crystals, you can buy his uniform and get a juicy upgrade of I think like 10 or 15% overall. And then I think it's much better defensively with the uniform. Not worth it, not worth it. Her uniform is to a certain extent worth it for PvP. But yeah, moving forward, we have Sentry. He is definitely one of your main goals moving into Black Friday territory. I would give him a good PvP CTP. Get his uniform, get his gears finished, and try getting him to tier 4 soon. So yeah, he would be one of my priorities given, I'm assuming, you have 5 World Boss plus clears, man. I mean, 5 World Boss Legends clears, not plus. So yeah, as soon as you have 5 World Boss Legends clears, you can start building Sentry, pick up his uniform during Anniversary, tier 4 him for the PvP value. And yeah, Shuri, I don't know if this uniform gives you good buffs, but yeah, for the buffs, most recent uniform is much more preferable, given I am not gonna assume that this one has buffs, so yeah. Then you have Mephisto, Null, Gore. You don't even have Gang unlocked, so I know you're struggling, bro. I know you're struggling since you don't have Gang. But yeah, Mephisto would be someone I would for sure prioritize later down the line. So yeah, his uniform being Black Friday does not sound like a bad idea. These two characters I wouldn't prioritize now. I would rather prioritize Gang over these two, given these two require Agent Venom, uniform, artifact, and for Null, you need the symbiote team up. So yeah. No need. No need. No need. Good. Definitely build him up for the restrictions he covers. He has value with his uniform, so you could definitely consider that. And the rest of these characters are not really worth it. If I were to give you if I were to give you suggestions regarding the characters that are not transcended or tier 3, I'd say pick up her uniform, pick up his seasonal, pick up her zombies uniform. Long term, these are all long term. You should definitely work on them, especially the supports. And Colossus, as soon as you start building Sentry, would be like someone I would pick up his uniform for as well. Bullseye is a speed villain that could potentially get replaced by Green Goblin, so keep that in mind before you go ahead with picking up his uniform, or just wait it out to see how Green Goblin is before picking up his uniform. So yeah, there's that. His most recent uniform is kind of okay, but if you end up picking up Scarlet Spire seasonal, I don't think you need it. And let's see, who do we have? His seasonal was worth it for support value, but you missed it, so you gotta wait a whole year for that. And let's see, is there anyone else? Wasp doesn't necessarily need it. Gamora is a good DPS for Alliance Battle and to a certain extent World Boss. So you could consider building her later down the line. And did I miss anyone else? I don't think I did. Kamala Khan for the Inhuman Stag, since you don't have Crystal seasonal. If you pick up Crystal seasonal, it could be better, you know. Then you have Ronin. Ronin would be someone I definitely would build. And if you're willing to spend some money, Satana is really good paired up with Mephisto, but you also need the artifact. So yeah, try getting her artifact if you do plan on building her with the seasonal that costs you a decent chunk of money. And you have Ebonimo. His buffs are really good for PvP. Thanos with the old ass uniform. Oh my god. I wouldn't suggest building these characters as it stands, but long term, these characters would definitely need to be built to a good level because they are always in the horizon to get a good update. You never know when they'll get a good update, you know? Then you have Silver Surfer. He is definitely worth building up. Also, try finishing up epic quests. I know this one came out more recently, but still, this one, try finishing them up. I feel like especially with Hercules, you can farm the special archive they have for, what do you call it, epic quests, and get a P card and a mega rank up ticket, tier 2 mega rank up ticket. So yeah, there's that. Magic, I would definitely build for PvP with the artifact, CTP, and uniform. Jubilee's most recent uniform is one of the best PvP supports for mutants. Polaris is not as important, so you can skip that. Enchantress is a good support for villains, so you can pick up her uniform, build Ghost Panther up. Also for the premium characters, definitely build up these characters that I told you. And if you get Agent Venom's uniform and artifact, you could start considering the symbiote gods Null and Gore. So yeah, there's that. And yeah, Ghost Panther, like I said, build him up, get him to 6 stars at least. Morph has some Alliance Conquest value, so I wouldn't really suggest him now. I'd rather go for characters like Rescue and who else would I say here? Yeah, Black Knight for overall value. So yeah, there's that. That's all I have to tell you, man, because like your account has a long way to go. So please focus on your cards and swords, and then start focusing on min-maxing your characters' builds for the best possible return out of them. Again, Jean's best CTP is not greed. Same way with the other characters. You can take a look at a lot of other accounts that are well built to take some ideas before equipping random CTPs on random characters. So yeah. Let's move on to the next account. What do we have? We have Nobody. New Nobody. I want an overall suggestion and what uni I should get. So what are you guys talking about? MFF equivalent of sodomy. Fucking hell, bro. Hey, what up? What up, Kirby? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thor fell apart. He really needs a uniform in Doom. Oh, for sure, he's getting a uniform. But this uniform is still good enough to farm your story mode rift. So I still wouldn't, like, be too fussed over him, given his uniform is almost guaranteed for the upcoming Doomsday movie. Yeah. He's definitely less vendor since we could tell, bro. Hey, what up, Denver Smart? How you doing, bro? Welcome to the stream, my boy. I feel like this player was a part of an older meta. Yeah. He seemed like someone who like came back to the game recently. So yeah. Even Torch is crazy. Yeah, transcended characters are really good at level 80, but the only issue is like if they don't have restriction coverage, they don't really offer that good value, because I think transcended characters are not as good in World Boss Legends Plus and like other end game modes. But yeah. So yeah, let's get started with this account. We have level 91. They basically asked for an overall suggestion and also uniform suggestions. I like what you're doing. You're leveling up your characters, so very nice. You're at level 91. So yeah, basically what I tell everyone who's starting off a new account or whatever, try getting your agent level maxed out as soon as possible for the maximum possible dimension mission rewards. I mean, at level 110 is where you cap out. So yeah, there's that. And also your alliance level is 20. 20 means you're not getting the full cooldown and the other stats from your alliance. So this is gonna negatively affect your overall progression or the trajectory of your account, or at least the rate at which you grow, whatever. Yeah, so definitely would find a different alliance, even if this is your friend or friendly alliance. I don't know, something you lead maybe. Still would find a different alliance so that you could get better rewards or better buffs. But if you want to stay, it's completely fine as well. In terms of cards, I keep saying this to everyone: don't equip P cards without having Pierce on them. So yeah, this is an L. The other 3 cards are good. White Fox has the proc energy attack, very nice roll, but the quality is a bit too low for my liking. So I'd still re-roll later down the line for a higher quality. And in terms of the blue stats, all of it is garbage, so I'll definitely re-roll this card. So yeah, not much to tell here because like you don't have much to work with apart from the 2 cards that I have. And both of these cards, one of them need re-rolling here and one of them need crafting here. If I were to give you a perfect card set, it would be like Zombies, Ghost Rider, and NA9 for the perfect hybrid proc card set. So yeah, next you have swords, you have 4, 4, 3, 5. Oh wow, your swords are much better than I initially expected, especially from the look of your cards. I'll try getting like cooldown from here, given your heart stuck with cooldown on your cards. So yeah, definitely would improve my cooldown through my swords. In terms of characters, you have 3 tier 4s, not bad. 3 of them I personally tier 4'd first as well. So very nice. You have Thor with the Rage, 0.9, very nice. 0.9 Loki as well. And the competition Storm. Nice. I'm assuming you're using this team to farm as well, so that's very nice. If I were to tier for a character next, someone like Luna is in the horizon. If you have the 5 tier, what do you call it, 5 world boss clears, Sentry is also someone in the horizon. But it seems like you haven't finished the epic quest, so make sure to finish the epic quest soon. And yeah, Ghost Rider would also be someone that I would consider, given you have the uniform. I'm assuming you're working towards the tier 4 with Ghost Rider. So yeah, next tier 4 would definitely be between Luna and Ghost Rider. You can pick either, and both of them are really good. And seeing that you're stuck with the level with Luna, what I would suggest is like do your story mode runs. For that, you don't really have a good team. So I would suggest also to build someone like Cyclops as a support option, because tomorrow we get the tier 3 selector, right? Pick up Cyclops, give him his uniform, use him as leadership, and use Storm as a support with Thor as the DPS as your farming team, and you're absolutely chilling. I think that's going to be the best way to go on about things if you plan on improving your farming time and also like, you know, to get more bios. So yeah, Luna's gears have been upgraded already, so I'm just going to say a good selection here. Next up would probably be Ghost Rider. And yeah, I think you are lacking a lot of supports. Definitely would work on them. Someone like Phil Coulson, Taskmaster, Ronin. Who else can I say? Valkyrie. You have Shuri, of course. These characters you definitely need to build up to Transcended or Tier 3 for the World Boss clears, or I'd say much easier World Boss clears. Because I feel like even if you have 5 World Boss clears, it's not as comfortable. So yeah, definitely would improve the support scenario. And yeah, long term, my goal would be 5 World Boss clears, Sentry Tier 4, and then try getting a CTP on him. And then during all of that, I would progress the Epic Quests. You haven't even finished Wolverine, so yeah, that's kind of hell. I would definitely work towards finishing Wolverine, Deadpool, Havoc, Doctor Strange. These 4 first, or as soon as possible. And after that, I would try looking in the direction of Wolverine, given the CTP situation. And yeah, you also have Colossus. Once you have Sentry, under construction, you can build up Colossus. Like I said, Cyclops from tomorrow's tier 3 selector would be probably the best selection. You also have other supports that can be used in Alliance Battle, like Athena, but without her Transcended skill or like Transcended upgrade, you can't use her in World Boss. So yeah, you can definitely try upgrading these kind of characters for better World Boss value. And in terms of DPSs, Ares is someone I would definitely look in the direction of because he is an absolute insane DPS for World Boss, and not World Boss specifically, but Alliance Battle and on the side World Boss as well. Since you don't have Venom built, I'm gonna say you should definitely work towards building up Hulk and picking up his uniform and using him to do your Alliance Battle runs for the restrictions that he covers. And yeah, I don't think I saw Nick Fury or Dazzler or supports like those. Make sure you're rerolling your Dimension mission to get your hands on those. I think those supports are also very important. There is, I think, a premium selector guide that I had, or a selector tier list that I had a while ago. I think that's still pretty relevant. Focus on those characters for premium characters, and I think you're doing well, man. I think you're doing well. Don't really work on Venom anymore. Just start working on Hulk. With his most recent uniform, he's much better in terms of pound for pound value. Yeah, very nice account with a lot of room to improve, and it's still headed in the right direction. So very nice, man. Good luck. If you have more questions, feel free to let us know in the Discord. We have Roro next. Let's take a look at this person's account. We have Chrisman. I want to build team for World Boss Legends. Currently stuck on Kang. Moving forward, who should I focus on? Tier 4, Tier 3. Word usage. What the fuck does that even mean? In Tier 2, Tier 4? Mega Advancement Ticket? Oh, word. Okay. You have those two on a. Okay, nice. Okay, let's take a look. Which artifact is worth picking? Got some crystals, so can suggest a few worth to buy uniforms. Also can suggest anything. FF is the only game that I've seen where they have completely reworked and improved the new player experience. It's good, bro. It's like their saving grace, bro. Because like when they introduced Asian training or whatever, the game was at like final breath almost. Because like people were tired of how boring shit got. That really gave like us like a fresh air experience. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, how old was that? I fucking don't know. That person's here now. This account has insights on Loki, by the way, and energy and Sentry. Man, I haven't even taken a look. Why the fuck are you spoiling my account? Shut the fuck up, Kirby. Shut the fuck up. Alright, what the bro? From what you said, you seem like a spender. But I looked your account and you just have one P card. Definitely get one more P card, but that's why it's 28% cooldown is really nice. So nice in that sense. I would reroll this card for the proc. In terms of the blue stats, cooldown is really good. That's it. I was looking for better stats. But yeah, all attack is in red, so I would definitely reroll out of that for the Pierce. And yeah, Lock the cooldown and reroll this card next time you get a 4P card. And like I always say, for the best possible card set, Zombies, Ghost Rider, NA9, and White Fox would be the other 4 options here. In terms of the swords, you have still work in progress, so I don't mind it at all. I do mind equipping the same color sword twice. Plus, one of the swords is 5 quality, so like, what the fuck is the point? Replace this with the yellow one, and then replace this with the blue one, the one that is unequipped. You should be in a good position. Again, refer to my on swords or whatever. Oh my god. Why the fuck do you have only 1 tier 4? This is already sus. This is already suspect. Stuck on Gang. There is valid reason to why you are stuck on Gang. Now, if you want to clear Gang for the first time, the team that I would build would be Nick Fury, Thor, and Taskmaster, given your... Okay, Valkyrie would all be the second support. But what I would suggest is probably reworking your character builds, because how the fuck do you not have 2 tier 4s? You get a tier 4 selector for free from the agent training mission. How do you not have 2 tier 4s at the very least, man? What the fuck? You're working towards Strange. Wrong rage roll, by the way, 0.9 or a boss. Same with this, 0.9 or a boss. In terms of the build, you just have energy attack. There's other stats on the game, by the way, not just attack. Try capping out your other stats, bro. Look at this, man. I have these stats capped. Try capping out these stats. Slow and steady, using your cards, your character builds, your swords, everything encompassed together. Try getting those stats capped. They are important instead of just increasing attack. You can't really channel that shit properly if your stats are not properly capped out or like, you know, improved. But rest of the build is okay. Try improving your ISO quality, whatever. Strikers, Ghost Rider, completely fine. When you have Dr. Strange you're working on with the wrong CTP roll, use what I said for Thor to do the same with Dr. Strange. Actually, it seems like you're focusing more on the other stats as well for Dr. Strange, but just Thor seems like he hasn't received enough love, even though he is the only tier 4 you have. What the fuck? Why are you working simultaneously on 2 characters' gears? Focus on one, move on to the other. Also, you're doing back-to-back blast tier 4s, by the way. You're gonna be waiting to tier 4 Doctor Strange for, I'd say, at least a month just to get the books. You're gonna have enough materials, but no books. So plan out your tier 4s before you just go ahead blindly with them. So yeah, after you're done with Storm, I'd still take some time in tier 4 someone like Loki, and then from the selector I would pick someone like Hulk. And yeah, after that I would work on Doctor Strange because the book scenario doesn't make sense in my head. And yeah, uniform wise, definitely would pick up Cyclops' uniform. No one else really sticks out to me as significantly. You have his uniform. Wow. Why the fuck did you buy his uniform? He's at 1 star. What the fuck do you do with him, bro? Like, put him on a fucking shelf to look at him? Then you have Moon Knight. Moon Knight, you can definitely pick up his uniform if you plan on buying him, building him up later down the line. But I still wouldn't suggest it, given you have so many DPSs that you need to work on. Especially support-wise, you don't really have that many supports. Someone like Phil Coulson, Ronan, Shuri you have, fortunately. White Fox, since you have her, would be someone I build. M'Baku would be someone I'd build. I said Phil Coulson again. Black Cat, you have her uniform. Why not build her? She has a very good leadership. You have a support CTP on her as well. Get her transcended, man. You don't build support. You don't build, like, you know, meaningful DPSs properly. And yeah, that is the main reason why you're struggling in Alliance Battle or like World Boss or wherever. So yeah, that is something definitely you need to build. And in terms of uniforms, do not buy uniforms for characters that you're gonna leave at tier 2 or like level 1. It's an absolute waste. For example, by the time you're done or like close to finishing Null, he's gonna get a brand new uniform, or he could get a brand new uniform. So if you buy this uniform and it gets replaced by the time you actually get to utilize it, what is the point of having this uniform? You know what I mean? Do not do this shit ever again moving forward. Only when you know for sure that you're going to utilize this character or it's a support, you can buy the uniform and utilize it properly before having to discard it for a brand new uniform. So yeah, don't put it on half-ass build characters a proper uniform. Like Scarlet Witch, you don't even have her at tier 3. Wolverine, you don't even have her at tier 3. You still have their uniforms. Unless you plan on building these two characters up next, why would you buy their uniforms? You know what I mean? So yeah, same goes with like moving forward. Do not do the same mistakes again. And yeah, you have a lot of supports that you can definitely work on. There is a lot of supports that you can work on. And in terms of DPSs, like I said, focus on those first. And out of the non-build characters, Ares would be someone I would definitely suggest building up. And I think you had Sentry close to being built, right? Yeah, so since Sentry is very close to being tier 4, technically you can pick up Colossus's uniform because he has very good PvP value, as we all know. Jeff doesn't need to be built any further, but I still would have tried giving him a artifact. He is a valid candidate for the artifact because he's such a good support. And yeah, Ronan. Is Ronan in tomorrow's tier 3 selector? If he is, pick him up, pick up his uniform, and you're doing good. And let's see, is there anyone else that comes to mind? Ghost Panther is a very good support, best support for Mephisto. Enchantress with her uniform is the best. I think villain support for Doctor Strange for that specific Alliance Mail restriction. But yeah, that basically sums it up. Yeah, like I said, tier for her, pick him from the selector. Tier for her, him as well, but he would probably be prioritized later. So yeah, that is all I have for you, my guy. Hopefully that gives you enough insight, and yeah, start working on the supports I told you to, and you'll be in a good position. Do not tier for someone like her or him. Pick up his uniform. Yeah, that's good. We will move on. Okay, wait, you also said tier 3 and tier 4 mega advancement ticket. Tier 3 mega advancement ticket would go, tier 4 mega advancement ticket would go on Ghost Rider or Loki. Neither of them have CTPs. If you have a Rage, I'd go with Loki. If you have a Judgment or a Mighty Judgment, I'd go with Ghost Rider, but I'd still build Loki right after that. And in terms of tier 3 ticket, I would probably say someone like Phil Coulson as a support. He is very good. Or if you pick up White Fox's uniform, you can use a ticket on White Fox as well. She's also very, very nice. So yeah. But yeah, that basically wraps up our review for him. We go to Shabba Ding Dong. Oh, you. When's the last time I checked your account, bro? It's been 1.5 months. Let's take a look at our boy Shabba Ding Dong, Mr. Oreo. In my opinion, he made a huge mistake that new players does all the time, trying to focus on everything at once. Look at how many uniforms he bought with that. Yup. I feel like there is no proper guidance when it comes to that. So yeah, people feel overwhelmed with so many characters thrown at them, so they try making the best out of all of them, which is kinda bad, you know. So yeah. It's whatever. It is what it is. What CTP for Ghost Rider people use? I see everyone equip something different. So let me explain it to you. So for pure PvP value, where you want him to be absolutely insane in almost every PvP game mode, you would probably go with the Conquest. And in PvP, if you want some niche scenario use case, for example, like glass cannon value or something like that, you would give him a Greed, where he is still, to a certain extent, usable in PvE, but he's not as good with something like a Judgment that we'll get to later. But yeah, Greed is still usable. You can use the Greed to take out teams that have gangs and, like, you know, basically use him as a glass cannon. I would only suggest that if you have like a very high quality artifact. And in any other case, I always suggest a Judgment, given it's best for striker value, it's best for PvE value, and it's also best for hybrid PvP value. That way you can still use, you know, somewhat of a glass cannon value with very minimal survivability, but the damage is so high that it can, like, basically cook every opponent he faces, especially villains. So yeah, that is what I would say, you know. Is it okay to have an M energy waiting in my inventory for Shalabal when I get to her? Yeah, You can give it to someone else before that as well. I feel like there are some characters who can still utilize that. So, like it when buff gets triggered at back-to-back accounts. Alright, we have Mr. Oreo. What did he say? After I build Jean on Black Friday, who should I build and buy the next uniform? What the fuck? I can't even read, man. Whatever. What stats should I improve on my cards? I'm still waiting for Ghost Rider card. What CTP should I get for each characters that I have? Motherfucker, there's 288 characters. I can give you every single character, though. Should I unequip certain Odin's Blessings on characters that doesn't need extra stats? Fuck. Let's see, I guess. Stats-wise, very good looking card set. You have the same exact card set as me. And yeah, qualities are also looking good. In terms of stats, cooldown is perfect. All defense, max HP definitely could be improved. Same with all attack. Dodge is significantly low. Same with attack speed and crit rate. Apart from that, every other stat, for example, ignore defense, crit damage, decent. Pierce, of course, has room to improve, and resists need to be reduced to nothing. But yeah, that's long-term goals in terms of Marvel Zombies. Proc with dodge is really nice. Stats-wise, I would reroll 1, 2, 3. No, 1, 2, 4. I would reroll 1, 2, 4 for this card. Try getting the HP proc. And in terms of stats, I would reroll 2, 3, 5, 6. And White Fox card, proc again. Try getting the proc. It doesn't matter if it's 7 quality. Ooh, very nice card, by the way. Unfortunately, the crowd control's in red and the energy attack is in blue. Long term, I would replace the crowd control with something blue. Energy attack would be replaced with all attack. This card, ignore defense, cooldown, physical defense. Not bad, but I would try re-rolling this for the all defense and one of the attacks. But I'm assuming you're looking for the cooldown here. So if you reroll cooldown on this card for the top stat, I feel like you can easily reroll out of this card. But yeah, I would probably reroll this card first, given the stats are not as important here. So ignore defense is the only stat that stays and everything else gets rerolled. 7 quality with the proc is really nice. Blue stats wise, you have card control good, crit damage good, crit rate good, energy attack questionable but still useful. It's a similar scenario as to the White Fox card. So yeah, I'd reroll the first 2 stats and the last stat if I were given the option to. And in terms of swords, it's fine. Since you have cooldown here, you can definitely reroll the Guardians of the Galaxy card. So yeah, if you have spare mythic cards, reroll this card for a better return from it. And yeah, it is what it is. I don't think there is much else I can tell you in that regard, since you already said you have Ghost Rider card as your next goal. In terms of characters, you have 9, 10, 11, 12 tier 4s. Very nice. You really didn't tell me to take a look at the characters, but CTP wise, good. Make it a mighty eventually. Very good. Very good. 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 Rage here. A rage here again. Rage is good. I would probably reroll the amplification to all attack, all defense, but I think I told you this before. It's whatever if you don't want to reroll it. And yeah, damn, you have a lot of rages. Moving forward, who do you plan on tier 4ing? If I were to give you a suggestion, after Jean, of course, it would probably be, let's see, Magneto. Yeah, tier 4 Magneto, since you are gonna have Jean done. I'm gonna assume you're gonna get him as well from the Epic Quest. Pick up his uniform, tier 4 him, and yeah, Scarlet Witch would also be someone I would consider, but I would say put the discount on Jean and manually tier 4 Scarlet Witch and Magneto for the maximum restriction coverage. It'll be fine, you know? After that point, I think you're gonna be left over with like the niche restrictions. At that point, you should probably start working on Kang and Gore. Kang first, Gore's next. Put all your resources in these 2 characters. They are must build for every account. So yeah, definitely would consider working on these characters, saving up the materials at the very least, you know? So yeah, there is that. And in terms of Odin's Blessings, you did say Odin's Blessing. Who is the questionable Odin's Blessing holder that you were talking about? Good. Those two characters good. He's also decent. He's also good for dispatch. He is the best for his restrictions. Venom would be like one of those characters I would consider taking off. Luna would be someone I would definitely look forward to get Odin's Blessings to. Ghost Rider's good. He is good. Thor is also good for farming and shit. So yeah, I think Odin's Blessings wise, you're good. You're doing fine there. And yeah, uniform wise, Scarlet Witch is uniform. Taskmaster is uniform. Since he doesn't have a build, I'm not going to suggest his uniform. These two characters, uniforms, as soon as you start working on them. Ooh, why didn't you pick up Mysterio's uniform? You missed out on a very good uniform. Same with Yondu. His seasonal is coming up, so you can probably pick up his uniform. These are just seasonals. And then you have Rescue. Rescue's uniform is worth it. And Ebonymo's uniform is worth it for the PvP value. And then out of the non-upgraded characters, Magic's uniform is good. He is good as it is. And yeah, I don't think... Yeah, Enchantress is uniform for that specific restriction. And yeah, that's about it, man. I don't think there is anyone else I can suggest. Let's see what is going on. Mighty Judgment, but it's type enhancement. I see. Is this your? Oh, what the fuck am I saying? And then y'all yapped a lot, bro. Trying to catch up. Hey, what up, Jake? How you been, man? I haven't seen you in a minute, bro. Probably Magneto or Odin. Oh, Odin is someone you could probably start working on as well. But given you're gonna work on the Epic Quest and two expensive characters like Jean and Scarlet Witch, I'd say take your time on Odin. But definitely pick him up during Anniversary. So for sure. Gambit is still worth it if you have his seasonal. No, he's not worth it if you have his seasonal. If you have Magneto. Magneto is better. It just says flat out better. If you don't have Magneto and have a seasonal, yeah, he is still the better character. This is what I said, only if you have seasonal. I guess if that's the case. I have Taskmaster uniform, I just switch it to normal because ABX. Okay, fair. But I would probably pick up the male uniform as well. It has very good value. It covers a lot of restrictions. Alright, what are you guys yapping about? Let me find the next account. That was Oreo, right? Did he say anything else? Rip my X-Men mats. Game is game, bro. Game is game. Game is game. We have... What the fuck? Why did I copy his IGN again? We have... Oh my god. Help SOS. What the fuck does that even mean? Oh, fuck it. Can you put your IGN down, right, bro? Fucking dumbass. Hey, what up, Wayne? How you doing, bro? Chemotherapy in a few minutes. Hey, man. Hope you get better soon. And I'll ask everyone in the chat to pray for our boy. Wow. Cancer is ass. Fuck cancer. Since the premium, he takes more than 10 runs to get all 10 bios. You're talking about Dakin? What are you even talking about, Dakin? Fuck that shit, bro. Where to use Insight and 2 eggs, not reforge in a comp. Use the Insight on a support. Eggs can go down the drain as water. And comp can go on someone good. Someone good who can utilize it, you know what I'm saying? Someone like Mephisto, maybe. I'm a brand new account and I'm planning to have my first manual tier 4 as Luna, so which CTP should I go for? Early on, Rage is best, probably. You could give her a comp down the line, but Rage is probably definitely better, yeah. Yeah, no worries, Oreo. I appreciate you for sticking around the streams all the time. So yeah, no problem. You're not playing ranked tournament? No. I am not happy with my card stats. I want to make that shit perfect before I go into that. Real quick, let me take a look at my card stats. I landed on a decent roll for my zombies card. Yeah, I'm not really fussed about that shit. I want to get this to a 7 quality with energy attack and crowd control time. But yeah, my card sets are not looking bad, but I definitely want to improve it before I'll do maybe the next ranked tournament. Yeah. I back to Liam's alt. Goofy ass motherfucker doesn't even know his IGN. We took a look at this account before, but I don't know what he wants me to tell him. Replace this card, replace this card, replace this card. Reroll this card for better stats. Same with this card. You have all attack in blue, which is good. Crit rate is good. Rest of the stats get rerolled. Get higher quality with the proc. Get higher quality with the proc. This is like perfect roll, by the way. It's just lower quality. The blue stat is crit damage. I wouldn't keep it, given this is going to be a hybrid set. If you don't want to make it a hybrid set, you can keep this one. Cooldown needs to be improved, which like other cards. So yeah, when the next discount comes, unequip these cards and equip like the Doctor Strange cards. And I think you're going to be chilling or cruising for the while. And you can use these cards as fodder to reroll these cards for better stats. In terms of swords, you're doing whatever. I mean, like swords, man. Not much I can help you in swords regards apart from like, you know, wishing well for RNG. In terms of characters, we have Mighty Compound Strong, nice. Striker is good as well. Spider-Man without CTP or artifact. From the 4-star artifact, you could probably pick up his artifact and give him like a half decent CTP for PvP. And in terms of build, holy shit, a stacked build by the way. Pick up his most recent uniform, man. Fuck it. If you're gonna go all in, man. And yeah, improve his ISO's energy. So he's like an ultra glass cannon. And also useful as a striker. I think striker-wise, energy is really good. Really is better than like a normal mighty judgment. Really energy is what I'm referring to, and then striker-wise is good. Build is also pretty good. I would still improve the ISO situation. Raise is good here. Everything else is fine. Striker, this is for ABX. ABL, I mean. Not bad. And then you have Thor with a half decent build. You actually have a stacked build on Thor, realistically. Yeah, nice looking builds, very nice. If I were to build characters next, who would I build next? I would probably build maybe Hulk, man. Maybe pick up Hulk's uniform, build him up. Luna would also be in the horizon. I would definitely pick up Cyclops' uniform. But since you have 5 world boss clears, I'm just gonna assume that given the state of your characters, Sentry is also not a bad character to build. I know this was a questionable pick. So yeah, just try tier 4ing him and see how he performs with this. I don't think it's going to be that good. But if you play manually, I feel like this is going to perform better than a Conquest. So yeah. Do you have supports? Yes, you do. So if you have supports, I think you're cruising in timeline battle for the time being. I don't know what else to tell you, man. Probably build your supports. I don't think I saw Ronin. I don't think I saw... Who else did I not see? M'Baku, Taskmaster. So these 2 characters probably get uniforms down the line. Yeah, Ronin built his uniform for PvP. And Ares for the Alliance battle coverage. Yeah, man, I mean, the basic stuff. Well, what else do I tell you? You already know this shit. You've been here longer than a lot of other people. What are you yapping about, bro? What are you yapping about? Is it really worth keep going? Bro, if you're not enjoying it, bro, I wouldn't, bro. It's not worth putting your life into something that you don't find enjoyable. So if you're questioning it, don't invest your time into this. I don't think you should restart. If you're planning on playing an account, this account's much better than starting a new account. You have like mighty competitions, you have 5 tier 4s, Sentry with his uniform, so many useful uniforms. But if you want to start a new account, man, it's completely up to you, bro. It's what it is, what it is. I get an extra P card since I already grinded 300 P card tokens, just waiting to hit level 50 in the future pass, but it should be soon enough. Since I'm level 30, yeah, it'll take you like a week. I'm thinking of putting a Mighty Green on Sentry. I don't have spare Conquest. Don't put that shit on him, bro. You're way too early on to be building Sentry, first of all. So take your time. get conquests and what? Ares or Hulk with double uniform? Ares and Hulk. Both. Hulk with his hero uniform, Ares with his villain. Yeah, bro. Liam, if you're questioning it, bro, you can just start on it. I feel like you'll get a much bigger dopamine hit from getting a new account built. Alright, next we have sometimes I feel like I can't die. Interesting IGN in Discord. How do I unbreak this? Just started playing again almost 2 weeks back. Using my tier 4 selector on Storm, I want to know the direction I should go. I plan on buying 2 uniforms tomorrow, so which one should I? What the fuck? How are you gonna buy 2 uniforms when there's no discount going on? What I would suggest is like hold on to your materials for Black Friday. Let's see, guards wise, you have Luna with proc, 2 quality. The blue stat is actually pretty good. Card control time, yeah. Just finish crafting this. On it, what the fuck is this? Just equip all the Doctor Strange cards that you get for free for the Pierce. Just get the Pierce up, and yeah, complete crafting this card. And yes, your cards are gonna be fine for the time being, and then you'll have swords. Swords are also not doing that bad. You have 2 same color swords. I hate seeing that shit. You have 2 color swords. What the fuck, man? Just focusing on energy attack, physical attack. If you get, bro, just spread your butter across the bread instead of fucking putting it in one corner and eating that shit. Like, bro, that shit doesn't make sense to me. So yeah, work on your swords. Just do your Otherworld battle runs consistently. You'll be fine. You'll get enough materials to work on your swords overall. And just look at my guide in terms of swords. And in terms of characters, you have only 1 Thor tier 4. Why would you equip this? What do you get equipping a random artifact on a random character? There is a reason why they have her face plastered in 3 places for you to know that this is not the correct artifact for Thor. So yeah, don't do that shit. In terms of your rage, this is good. Build is also not bad. All attack there. Physical attack. Upgrade this and reroll this. And this is whatever. I'd rather just replace this with a 6-star ISO instead of leveling this up all the way. It costs you a lot of gold. So yeah, you said you're gonna be tier 4ing Storm from the selector, so definitely would pick up Storm's uniform. I don't know where she is. Where is she? Okay, you have her uniform with the build and everything. Reroll this to a 0.9. But yeah, Storm is gonna be a very good tier 4 next. After that, I would probably go with Ghost Rider or Luna, given you have CTPs on both of them with uniforms. These 2 are very good picks. I would also start considering Loki for the tier 4 value, because he covers a lot of restrictions and is the best Alliance Battle Extreme, we call it, striker. So yeah, these 3 characters I would definitely tier 4 after Storm from the selector. So yeah, once you have these 3 characters built, I would start working on Sentry to tier 4 him. And yeah, in the meantime, finish his epic quest while you work on these 3 characters. So yeah, that will be what I would suggest long term. And in the meantime, also work on your supports. I literally see no modern world boss support. You have Cyclops with his old uniform, Ancient One that you get for free, and Hela you get for free. So yeah, these 3 characters are supports with not much value as it is. I would suggest building characters like Taskmaster. You have her uniform, but you don't have her tier 3. So yeah, build her up. Polaris, since you have her unlocked, you can use her with Storm once you have her built. She's really good. Phil Coulson, one of the best supports in the game. Nick Fury, one of the best supports in the game. White Fox, since you have her unlocked, he's really good. Ghost Panther is going to be really good for Ghost Rider once you start building him. Shuri is obviously a unanimously very good support. Ronan is a very good support with his uniform. And yeah, I would also start building Scarlet Witch slow and steady. She is a character that covers a lot of restrictions. So yeah, definitely would consider building her up slow and steady. Same with Odin, since you have him unlocked, after you are at a stable position, I would probably go ahead and build Odin. But before that, I would probably focus on someone like Mephisto as well. Oh, fuck, you don't even have Mephisto now unlocked. What the bro? Aren't you better off starting a new account at this position? Actually, no, never mind. You have a couple of these characters built with uniforms and whatnot. I guess you can just try and salvage whatever value you have. You also have like these crystal costume characters unlocked. You have Moonstone? And you didn't finish Sentry's Epic Quest? What the fuck is going on, bro? What the fuck is going on? In terms of characters not built, who do we want to build? Try getting him to tier 2, tier 3 maybe. He has a uniform coming in a couple weeks. Agent Venom doesn't need to be built because you don't have dollar core, so yeah, moving forward. Cyclops I would build for PvP once you have PvP characters. Dazzler, I would definitely get her to tier 2. She is insane support for mutants. So yeah, that is all. I think. I don't really think there is anything else I can suggest to you. You did ask which uniforms to buy, so Cyclops would be one of the uniforms I would buy personally, and Loki's most recent uniform. These two uniforms I would probably prioritize, assuming you're gonna use tickets. So yeah. Yeah, that is all I have for you. If you have more questions, feel free to let me know in the Discord. And yeah, the next account, I think this brother was spamming, so I'm not gonna look at his account. Fuck you. Fuck you for spamming. Read the instructions. Fucking fuck. Let's read the chat. What are you guys yapping about? Spent 80 during that event, got MRNG. Nice. What are you guys yelling about? Moonstone? Yeah, bro. Yeah. Quit years ago. But, oh man, given the circumstances now, the economy has shifted. So if you started a new account, you probably would have gotten much better rewards. But still, since returning players get the same rewards, I guess you can try salvage the value. Again, epic quests should be finished, man. Epic quests, all the epic quests, try finishing them as soon as possible. You don't even have Venom built, so you could probably work on Hulk as well. So yeah, there is that. The Moonstone cameo is fucking hilarious, man. Oh man, this is like, I think 2020 times. 2020. You don't even have her transcended, so like I don't even know what you were doing with the tier 2 Moonstone. Alright, next up we have Lucifer XOP. I'm pretty sure we took a look at his account a while ago. It was last month. Bro, it hasn't even been 10 days, bro. I'm not gonna take a look at your account. 10 days? Are we serious? Has it been 10 days? When was it? What the fuck? 720. Oh, what the fuck? It's been 2 weeks. Oh my god, bro. 2 weeks, man. You coming in every 2 weeks for a account review? I think I need to change the rules. But yeah, since there is no terms and conditions, I guess I'll take a look at your account and fuck it. I'll add some more terms and conditions. This is fucking bullshit. Is there any character good for both Mutant Villain and Mutant Male Day? Magneto with a seasonal. Is Apocalypse good with the Rage? Is there a Mutant Male Day? Is it not like a Mutant Male Blast or something? I don't fucking know. Who would I suggest to this person? Bro, oh my god. Mutant Male, Mutant Villain. I think your best option is just Magneto with his seasonal and his non-seasonal. But that's just way too expensive, man. Apocalypse is not that good. But then again, you have to make someone for the Mutant Blast Day as well. So would you rather invest in a native tier 2 character and a native tier 1 character in Gambit or what's his name? Kidman. Fucking hell, I said Gambit twice. What the fuck, man? Brain's fried. So yeah, I'd probably just say, man, like go ahead with like picking up the epic quest. And who to tier for next for PvE? I don't like PvE that much. I bought the start stash to get VIP 2. Should I roll Barbell 7 plus? I can only clear 3 times. You know what I will suggest? I'll suggest you to do 3 rounds of World Boss Plus and re-roll to a normal World Boss to get the best value out of your World Boss Plus VIP 2. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. And I have 2 conquests in my inventory. Should I make Wolverine CTP Mighty or wait till I build Sentry? Still working on cards and swords. Would like to hear the suggestions. I mean, I gave you my suggestions 2 weeks ago. I'm not talking about your cards. Let's take a look at your builds. We have a good build on him. Good build on her. Nice liberation. I feel like instant is. I mean, inside is better, but whatever. Rage is good. Whatever. Good. Questionable. Make it a mighty. Good. Good. Okay, if you plan on tier 4ing him, I would definitely improve this to a mighty conquest. But yeah, you're in a big hole. See, if Wolverine was tier 4, I would have said like, yeah, put this conquest, like, you know, make this conquest a mighty. But yeah, since it's not, you could still like debate Sentry probably offers better value if you just pick up his uniform with the mighty conquest. So yeah, I'd let you decide. I feel like Wolverine is your only PvP character right now, so you don't really lose much with giving him the conquest or making it a mighty. And hopefully by the time Black Friday is around the corner, you get another conquest. Because like during Black Friday, you'll get a selector, right? Surely they'll give us a selector. So if they do, you can just put that hit on Sentry and then use the one in your inventory to attempt maybe even a Brilliant. So yeah, just put the conquest on Wolverine and you should be chilling. In terms of characters to build next, you have two good characters with uniforms that you could build next, but both of these are native tier 2. So good coverage. Good coverage. What is he missing? Like, what is a big piece he's missing? It's Scarlet Witch, right? So yeah, maybe you manually tier 4 Scarlet Witch and then with the discount you tier 4 Doctor Strange. I think that would be a good direction to take your account. And yeah, also pick up uniforms for these supports. These two supports. Shuri doesn't need a support uniform. He needs a support uniform. And who else would I say? Cyclops is a good PvP support. But then again, you said you don't really give a shit about PvP, but yeah. Yeah, I think apart from that, I think you're good. No one really stands out. Okay, if you take her to tier 3 or Transcendent, I mean, you can use her with Luna for World Boss Legends. Not Plus, but World Boss Legends. So yeah, that's just added value. And also, she's the best leader for her in Alliance Battle. And yeah, man, I think you're good in any other like, you know, scenario. Let's say, yeah, tier 4 Scarlet Witch, and you should be fine. And then afterwards, you can probably dabble into like improving your pre-existing restrictions. So maybe Jean, seasonal for Storm, maybe Odin. He's also very expensive, but he's better than Loki. And yeah, I don't know if you're a paywall. I mean, like a pay-to-win player. You seem like a free-to-play player. So yeah, just focus on Scarlet Witch, man. Whatever. Scarlet Witch and combat. Ooh, I think we're missing. Yeah, Bullseye. You're missing Speed Villain. Since you have his uniform and him very close to tier 4, you could probably focus on building him up. And I see you're working on Doctor Strange for some reason. Stop working on him. You're better off working on. Did he have tier 4 Ares? He didn't have to. What? How did I miss that significant of a character? Yeah, Ares has to be your next character, man, that you need to fully focus on. Where the fuck even is he? What the fuck? Need to add like a search button, man. So many characters. But yeah, Ares you definitely need to work on, bro. Ares you definitely need to work on for the alien villain, alien combat. No, yeah, alien combat and combat villain. These 3 restrictions have, I think there's a few more. But yeah, these restrictions are covered by Ares. And for the speed villain, you have the potential of like Green Goblin getting an update soon. So depending on how good he is, you can decide whether or not it's worth it to invest in Green Goblin or continue building Bullseye. So yeah, that's all I have to say, man. I think that basically covers all the bases for PvE. Yeah, make this a mighty. Wolverine will be cooking. So yeah, that is all we have left. Lucifer XOP. What is the chat yapping about? Let's see. Sentry wasn't worth it, but Moonstone was OP. Yep. Yep. Green Goblin, Bullseye or Green Goblin if he's good. Yeah. Ares. Yeah, I did miss that. I apologize. I've been holding off on my dailies to finish the last path of timeline quest before moving into the hidden path. So the hidden path, what? I don't think you have enough time for that. But yeah, the last path, I think the only bottleneck you'll probably face is like World Boss Tier 1. So yeah, go look at Thanos Waves. You can take a look at all the important missions so you know what you can do and don't need to do, you know? You want to get Goblin Tier for next week? Some power keeping him to infinity and beyond. I feel like he would. Goblin could definitely be, you know, because before he got an update, or before like Gwenpool got an update, Goblin was dropping like 16, 17 million at tier 3, you know? That boy is crazy. He has Ares level 80, I think. Did I miss that? Oh, he did. What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Yeah, these two characters, he has tier level 80. Yeah, these two characters would be worth building. I would probably hold off on him and focus on Ares fully. And yeah, after Green Goblin update, I could consider him. And Moon Knight as well. Moon Knight will cover the speed hero restrictions. Nice. But yeah, that is all for your account, man. Let's move on to Streety Belly. Let's see what my boy is cooking, Mr. Postman. What did my boy say? He said, I started playing MFF again this week. God damn, I have a 18k crystals from a spending spree before I stop playing. What the fuck? If I were to recommend, my first recommendation would be don't spend your crystals. Hold off until Black Friday. I think that will be the best place for you to spend all your crystals. Hell, you can even consider doing the bingo. But yeah, I'll leave it up to you. I'd probably prioritize a few other uniforms first. But yeah, let's take a look. I don't think, let me see. Can you tell me what direction I should go in the future on my account? Right, let's see. Blessed swords by accident, so we're looking at that. Swords are not bad. You're focusing on the energy attack. Not bad. I feel like, what is he missing? This is the instinct attack. Instinct attack is very important now. So yeah, get the blue stat swords in. And in terms of cards, not bad. The only one that's not crafted fully, or like, you know, the highest or whatever, I don't fucking know. This card you can replace. But these cards are good. I would probably say make this a hybrid set. So yeah, medium term you would replace this card. Long term you would replace this card. So in place of these two cards you would get NA9 and Spider-Man card, the zombies card, and then you'd have a perfect hybrid set. So you can dabble into, like, you know, whichever direction you want to take. And in terms of the stats, your cooldown is pretty low. So you're trying improving your cooldown long term. And in terms of the cards that are good that you want to keep in your card set, we have Luna. One quality is bad, but I think you're just looking for the cooldown. So yeah, long term, or like, you know, eventually try replacing the quality with like a 6-7 or 6 or 7 and get the proc for the best possible return from the Luna Snow card. And of course, fully craft your cards, man, before you hop between cards. So yeah, that would be my suggestion. And then White Fox card is fully crafted. Proc, dodge, physical attack. Very nice. Again, get the quality a bit higher in terms of the blue stats. The first one is good, and crit damage is good. Everything else I'll probably re-roll, even though they are good stats, but they're in the wrong color. So you want to prioritize Pierce. And in this card, let's see. For this card, ignore defense is good. Everything else gets re-rolled. And this card, finish, what do you call it? Crafting. The roll is kind of good, except it's in a bit low quality. And this one is also good. 5 is fine, so you can keep the 5. And yeah, since I told you to replace this, so I'm not going to give you anything up there. And in terms of swords, we already looked at swords. Try joining an alliance. I think that will help you. It gives you the additional cooldown that you are missing, or it adds to your overall cooldown. In terms of your characters, let's take a look at your characters now. You said you came back this week. So you picked up Hulk's uniform, no CTP or anything. If I get a rage, I put that on Hulk. And Thor has Judgment, reroll this to a 200. since you are coming back, try picking up on what do you call it, how CTPs are rolled and whatnot. I think that will definitely help you out. I think it's very important to understand the ropes before you like go all in on something, especially with like 18,000 crystals in your, what do you call it, artillery or whatever. You have so much like scope to like, you know, go really good or like absolutely crash on your face. So yeah, it could end up like, you know, allowing you to like enjoy the game more longer. So yeah, then you have Ghost Rider, same, plus 100 changed to plus 200. Striker, I would say use 4 for Ghost Rider, and for the other 2 characters use Ghost Rider. In terms of characters to build next, I would say Storm would be a priority, assuming you tier 4 Hulk from the selector. And yeah, I think you have him from the objective, and Ghost Rider also a manual tier 4. You have Null with the uniform at level 70. Are you done with the agent training mission? You did say you came back this week, but like I'm just assuming Hulk is from the selector that you get from this week. I mean the tier 4 selector. Anyhow, if you still have the selector, pick up Storm from there, and yeah, manually tier 4 Loki. Also Luna, because you get her for free as well. She's also a very good character. You have 3 good characters to tier 4, so like that is a W. Now I would just work on the, you know, support cast or like better characters, you know. I already had Hulk. I worked on getting the selector. Working on getting the selector, okay. I've barely done any of the returning player training. Okay, if you do pick up Storm and also use one of the tickets they give for free on Storm, I think you're gonna be good, you know. She's gonna be really, really good for you. And yeah, oh, you have his gears maxed out. So once you tier 4 him, you'd have the perfect dispatch team with Doctor Strange lead, Thor on the side, and Storm on the other side. I think that's the perfect dispatch team. You can farm dispatch, very nice. And yeah, I'm assuming you also have 5 World Boss Legends clears. So right now, what I would say is like finish Sentry's epic quest, and also the other epic quests. If you haven't finished them, slowly work on them, especially the ones that give you X-Men materials. And yeah, let's see. Do you have Agent Venom? Did I see Agent Venom, bro? Oh, you do have Agent Venom. Okay, since you have Agent Venom, you could consider tier 4ing Null, since you have his support and also his uniform with him at level 70. I think he's going to be the cheapest for you to build from this point onwards in terms of a native tier 3. But yeah, Sentry would be someone I would prioritize over Null, but given in your scenario, you have a better, like, you know, what do you call it, all-round build with Null. So yeah, definitely would work towards Null to at least get a foot into PvP. After that, Sentry would be my #1 priority for sure. So yeah, really nice. Get him tier 4. Select Storm from tier 4. Selector tier 4 Loki with his uniform. And yeah, you'd have a very good PvE, what do you call it, backbone before you start working into PvP. Did I say PvP first? I meant PvE backbone first, and then you can start working into PvP. So yeah, there is that. And I also would suggest working on supports, like I've been saying throughout the stream. You do have a decent bunch of supports, which is really nice, but I would still improve my support situation. You have White Fox with the paywall uniform. Try getting the most recent uniform. It's unfortunately better than the paywall in your scenario. Cyclops from tomorrow's tier 3 selector, and try picking up his uniform during Black Friday or next time a sale comes around. Wolverine, if you get his artifact and a decent CTP, you could give it to him and build him up. Valkyrie is a good support that I would build up. Same with Nick Fury. And yeah, you also have Jean. Wow. I would take my time building Jean, since you don't have the seasonal. If you had the season, I would have highly prioritized this. I'd rather prioritize someone like, what's her name, Scarlet Witch. Where the hell is she? Where the hell is she? Do you have Scarlet Witch? Am I blind? Blind. I think I'm just blind. Scarlet Witch, you can just buy her from the store now. So yeah, just pick her up from the store and slowly start building her for the restriction coverage that she has. She has massive restriction coverage. Unfortunately, though, she is not as good without the tier 4 upgrade. So yeah. And yeah, the next seasonal is, I'm pretty sure, the Halloween seasonal. So try saving up crystals to buy miles from there. So yeah, that is good. And Ares would also be one of those characters I'll try building for Alliance battle coverage. But yeah, after that, it's basically like, you know, whichever direction you want to take your account, PvE, PvP. So yeah. Should I build Luna? Yeah, I did tell you to build Luna. I didn't. I'm telling you now, Luna is definitely worth building. Very good character for every PvE game mode apart from GDR. So yeah, definitely would recommend building her up. So yeah, that's all I have for you, my boy. Let us move to the next account. Who do we have next? And yeah, if you, since you joined the Discord recently, feel free to ask questions there. There's always people who are willing to help you out, my boy. All right, next up we have Bad Magic. Also, let me see what you guys are yapping about. I take a look at an account and there's like a whole fucking novel written by you guys. Replace Guardians of the Galaxy with what? Replace Guardians of the Galaxy with NA9 or zombies. Do I have? So yeah, this is what I would say is a perfect card set. Instead of Guardians of the Galaxy, I would have Ghost Rider card set. That is perfect, you know? That would be the best card set. One of the main reasons being it has all the procs, even though I don't have all the procs. But yeah, the physical attack, energy attack, all attack, HP double. It's the perfect card set, you know what I'm saying? So that go over White Fox card. Actually, Vacant, you're not wrong in the sense that if you want more of a defensive card set, you can have the Guardians of the Galaxy card set. And if you want like a more of a hybrid, good for everything, you know, jack of all trades kind of card set, I think White Fox stays over Guardians of the Galaxy. So yeah. Holy throwback? Throwback for what? What was he using? Is it a good time to return to the game? It's not a bad time to return to the game, that's all I'm saying. Especially with the brand new day event, you get like a bunch of CTPs, good tier 4 materials, premium rewards, and on top of that, there's always that agent training mission that is going on consistently. So every time you come back to the game or like, you know, start a new account, you get that. Not every time you come back to the game, by the way. I apologize if I said that shit, misleading shit. If you are a returning player, you get that once. So yeah, overall, I think it is a good time to come back to the game. I would say so, yeah. I can't complete the Shadowland Stage 2 level combat. Tier 3 Namor is not doing shit, bro. You need Tier 4 Ares or Tier Ares with a Rage or something. Brand new day event is good, but why Spidey so ass? Bro, it's kind of ass in the sense that the characters' kits are built in the way that they can't really cope with the power curve even after getting an update unless they change his passives. So as soon as I saw he didn't have Immortality or Revive, I mean, it didn't make sense to give him either of those. It wouldn't make sense to give him either of those. But if they gave him those, only then would he be relevant. He's not a Reflect character, so he can't utilize Reflect. So yeah, overall, a character of his caliber is being basically wasted as a Giga Dodge character because it's just how he is built, man. It's unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. So yeah. What else can I say, man? What else can I say? Hey, we have a Vagabond member. He is in our allegiance. Very nice. He said, just did Emma in Magic Tier 4 that you recommended. Planning to Tier 4 Moon Knight just to have another day of Tier 4 rewards from ABL. You don't give him a good build, it's gonna be rough, by the way. So yeah, keep that in mind. And then you have big question is what to do with support CTPs. I have a ton of liberations and insights that I can turn into a handful of mighties for main PvP support, but not sure who to prioritize. I get decision paralysis with them. I feel you, bro. With I don't know, man. With MFF, bro, if you don't make the correct decision, it feels like you're like wasting a lot of value. So I get where you're coming from. Who should I attempt my next Brilliant Conquest combine on? The card tips: planning to replace Scarlet Witch card with zombies, and when I get on PvP card set, any tips for PvE? Let's see. Let's take a look. Very good looking card set. Very good. Very good. This is a questionable card, but still it's fine. Long term, I would probably replace this card with the Fantastic Four card, depending on how high your, we call it, instinct attack is from your Shield Archive and emblems. But yeah, for now, this is completely fine in terms of the card set. Ooh, what the fuck? Why do you have this card equipped here? I'm assuming like you're attempting like whatever MPKB is attempting. I personally wouldn't do this. I would just replace this with plain and simple Luna Snow. I feel like, especially with accounts with lower instinct, this is counterintuitive. You know what I mean? Because you don't have the HP, and yeah, overall, it's just not really that good. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. But yeah, let's take a look at the card sets. We have 28% cooldown, whatever. This is your PvE card set, right? Why the fuck is your all attack so low? Holy shit, he has 80% energy attack. Also, 67% ignore defense is really high. What I would probably suggest is to, like, try getting more attack speed, reducing your ignore defense, and everything else is comparatively fine because, like, it's not as important to have high HP or defense here. So yeah, in terms of stats, max HP, dodge, ignore defense, crit damage, cool. Ooh, the mind resist is really bad here, unfortunately. So you want to replace this. 6 quality. I think you can get all attack. I mean, not all attack, but I think physical attack. Wait, let me see. Let me double check. Okay, let me stock my own account real quick. I want to know what the stats can be here before I tell you off. What do I have here? Attack speed max. Okay, so you can just sell for whatever here as long as it's 7 quality. So yeah, this is completely fine. Again, instead of energy attack, all attack would be much more preferable. The other stats, on the other hand, are pretty good. So completely fine. Again, energy attack, bro. Golly. The roll is actually very good. Energy attack with the proc is absolutely insane. If this was in 7, it would have been absolutely perfect. Apart from that, the rest of the stats are okay. I would probably go for attack speed as the 5th stat for a couple of these cards. I see you have cold resist here, cold resist again. Having high cold resist is not bad, but like having low attack speed is kind of bad. So yeah, try improving your attack speed, and I think after that you should be good. Dodge is capable, crit damage, crit rate is also capable, ignore defense is hella overcapped. So maybe you can get rid of that and get maybe crowd control time for a couple of these cards so that you can get more, like, leeway when it comes to like getting stuck in like certain attacks for World Boss and GBR. It's not as important, but having it is like a leisure, And yeah, this card I told you to replace later down the line with this card. So yeah, good looking card set with enough room to improve. And yeah, this one, you want to get the Pierce, of course. And for the PvP card set, what I would suggest is, like, of course, getting full Pierce, whatnot. I would suggest replacing this card with the Luna card and this card with the Zombies card, which you already mentioned. So yeah, it'll take some time, but still headed in the right direction. Hopefully you get better as time comes on. So yeah, again, replace this. In terms of the stats here, cooldown is a bit low. All defense is good, max HP is good. All attack is also really good. What I would probably improve is the dodge a little bit. And apart from that, everything else is good for a card set under construction. Let's see here. The blue stats are good, except for the recovery rate. Holy shit, this would have been a very good card if the good stats were in blue. So yeah, all defense, cooldown stays, everything else gets rerolled. This card, I would probably keep cooldown, crit damage, crowd control. Everything else I would probably reroll once I take it to the PvE card set. This card has crowd control nice, ignore defense nice, all defense, crit rate really good. It has a PvE roll, by the way. God damn. It's in 4 quality, so you're gonna reroll this anyways. Try getting the all defense here. This is getting replaced. 6 all attack and the proc, very nice. It would have been even better if you had like a better stat instead of mind resist, but this is really good. The only downside to this card set is the lightning resist. Having crowd control here would have been even better, but still absolutely insane card. Very nice. Good work with the cards. Has some room to improve in like both the card sets, but yeah, very nice. And perfect swords. Wow. I think you are in the position to be re-rolling your swords. I don't know how much you're willing to spend, but I would lock some of these stats and like re-roll my swords to get more crowd control time, and also get rid of like lightning damage and lightning resist. Your cooldown is also kind of low on both your card sets, so you can maybe compensate from here while focusing primarily on crowd control time, concentration, and flame damage or flame resist. If you take a look at any of the whale accounts or even my account, you can see like certain stats are being prioritized more than the other stats. So yeah, that's what I would suggest with the basic stats. You're like the first person I'm reviewing with like maxed out swords, so like I can give you like my suggestions with swords with open arms, no? So yeah, blue sword. The chill is good, but try getting this stat to 10%. It's a big jump, you know, 4% damage to a certain typing is very good. Chill, I think, is better given Madeline is meta, but alternatively, you can also settle for Weapon Master given Wolverine is a Weapon Master character. I feel like Weapon Master is preferable in my opinion because, Wolverine is much more consistently seen in every PvE game mode than Madeline, but Madeline is much more useful in top level, so again, it comes down to whatever you decide. And the, the fifth stat here, Cruelty. Try getting a different stat, for example, Destruction, for better World Boss performance, Alliance Battle performance, and performance against Gore and Null. So yeah, if you get the Destruction there with 2.5, that is good. The Alien is good, so if I were to reroll this card, I would probably lock Concentration and Alien, and everything else I would try getting higher stats, because crowd control here is not bad, but this is like the absolute worst you can get here. Out of 4%, you have only 1%, you know? So yeah, that can be improved. This leadership, again, 10%, you want to get that to 10% there. Crowd control, you are trying to get a little bit here, but like the quality of it is kind of low. And Destruction is good, but the defensive one, it doesn't really help in Alliance Battle. If you have the, basic damage increase to Destruction, you deal much better damage to like Alliance Battle characters. So yeah, there's that. And then Human, 1% is again the worst possible roll. So I personally would go for like, trying to get a 2.5. Again, it costs a lot. So yeah, Flame is good. Human 2.5. This is really nice. Flame damage, okay. Instinct attack increase is the only questionable stat here. Apart from that, this sword is very nice. This sword as well, concentration, flame damage, very nice. Machine would probably be replaced with Strong. If I remember correctly, this is the sword that gives you Strong, and Strong encompasses Mr. Null. So yeah, for Null, I would definitely reroll this. And then for this one, durability, I don't know, what is the stat here? Let me double check real quick. For the purple one, you can get energy projection. That's for Sentry, by the way. So yeah, you're missing out extra 10% damage on Sentry with that. So reroll that, and crit damage probably gets rerolled as well. Damage to Human and Destruction is good, but Destruction is a lower roll. And then for this one, you have Agility. Is Agility the best one here? Magic is the best one here because of Atom and Magic and characters like those. Agility, I don't think encompasses that many PvP characters. So yeah, I would probably reroll that. And Cruelty, Human is good. Cruelty considers Gang. Human considers, of course, Sentry. So yeah, I would min-max my swords. Given you are at the end game of swords, you definitely can do the most out of it. And it's going to be like a one-time investment in the sense that you can, completely get the best out of your swords since it's already at 6 quality across the board. I can usually fill out cooldown with the gear or uniform set. I think I'll switch over to 2 card sets soon too. Yeah, nice. I feel like you can still reroll some cooldown on some of your cards. Not gonna lie. I think this card has a cooldown, if I'm not wrong. Because none of these stats are as important, and I think your crit rate is over cap. No, never mind. Your cooldown crit rate is not that good. Yeah, you still have some leeway to like work with. So yeah, definitely, that's still a very good position to be in terms of cards and swords. Let's take a look at your characters. What did you say again? You said tier 4 Emma and Magic, like I said in Discord. And who to tier 4 next? Moon Knight, you said you were gonna do. Moon Knight is not bad. Moon Knight will cover your speed hero male restrictions. Alternatively, is there anyone else that stands out? So during the next seasonals, definitely pick up Miles' uniform. And also, oh, do you not have anyone else you can use for Moon Knight so that you can tier for Odin? Odin is absolutely insane, man. But yeah, Miles' uniform I would pick up, seasonal. And Odin I would tier for when I have enough materials and I'm ready for it, like a brilliant competition and whatnot. And I would replace Loki as a DPS. That would be there. I haven't done Odin yet because I get all the tier 4 rewards with Loki. Oh, so you're just basically chasing the rewards. Okay. If you're not planning to push scores, I guess that is completely fine. And that is the perfect outlook to look at for your characters. So yeah, there is that. What other restrictions are you missing? I'd say for like, you know, for you to be hitting like the 12 million in ABL consistently, Miles seasonal is going to be the most significant improvement as a striker. And yeah, I think, yeah, you basically have most of the restrictions covered. Gamora would be a character for the alien female restriction. She is really good there. But Ares for the alien villain, combat villain, and combat alien restriction. He is very good. I feel like I would prioritize Ares over Moon Knight. But since you have a better build on Moon Knight, you can just go ahead with him, you know? I think the only other restrictions I can't hit are with Bullseye and Inhuman. Ooh. Inhuman, if you don't have Crystal, I think it's rough. Do you have Crystal? You don't have Crystal. Do you have Kamala Khan? Kamala Khan can, I think, comfortably hit 12. Mostly the same, mainly won the rewards, but not having to play Loki is a massive price. I agree. So to build Ares to tier 4 and give him a normal race to stage 2 of Shadowland. If you get him to level 80 with Rage, I think you can clear it. You just need to have him build to a good level. Like, he should be strong enough to be able to clear, you know? Hulk / Gladiator. You can definitely be hitting good scores with Hulk, but I think you're missing the combat villain. No, who's your combat villain, bro? I'd say Hulk, old Hulk, right? That's probably who you're using for combat villain. You're better off building up someone like Ares if you are planning to go with the PvE route. Yeah, Ares I would say like is #1 priority now. And Blast female Invisible Woman is also very good, except she is ass in the sense that overall she's not a good Alliance Battle scorer. But yeah, just want to hit the 12 million on most days. How are you hitting 12 million with the alien villain and alien combat restriction? It's Gladiator who's facing off in the second one. Who's facing off in the first one? Villain, alien, probably Null, right? I don't really see anyone else being used there. So yeah, for that restriction, Ares would be my #1 priority. So yeah, work on him. Ares, Moon Knight, Gamora. That should be good. And then after that, you work on PvP and Carnage since you have his artifact. I wouldn't give him a conquest. Brilliant Egg is his best CTP. Second best is a Mighty Greed. And third best is a Mighty Egg. So yeah, I would pick between those three and give it to him. I don't know. I think Null. Yeah. Definitely would work on Ares. I highly suggest that. And let's see, you could also save up your materials for Doctor Doom. And like I said, you did end up giving her a brilliant trance. How does this perform, by the way? Because like it was rotting in your inventory anyways, so this probably is better than whatever the fuck you had on her. Right? Plus, she's not tier 4, so like you can't really tell how good she's gonna get. Haven't really seen it yet. Oh, I see. But yeah, you have a good scope in terms of characters to build for both PvP, PvE. I feel like PvP wise, you're going into the more niche territory. But yeah, these 3 characters I feel like are more mainstream that you need to tier 4, especially with Doom getting an update soon. You want to give him like a mighty authority or a mighty conquest tier for him. And yeah, you have a CTP on her, so you can tier 4 her as well. Actually, out of these 3 characters, I'd probably go with Shalabol first, since she has a good artifact and a CTP compared to Carnage, who has a base conquest. So yeah, what about the transcended characters? Let me see. No one really stands out in terms of PvP apart from Invisible Woman, and she doesn't have a good build. So yeah, it would be between these 3 characters to build next for PvP. And yeah, do you have his son? If you have Mr. Fantastic's son, what's his name again? Franklin Richards. If you have him and his artifact, you could consider building both Mr. Fantastic and Invisible Woman for the Alliance Conquest. No, yeah, Alliance Conquest value. A 4-star is not bad. I think it's like a 1-second immortality. Not the best, but still useful to a certain extent. So you could probably assemble that lineup where you use the Fantastic Four characters. So yeah. And you said support-wise who to work on. See, support really comes down to like, what do you call it? How you min-max. So what I would personally suggest is like set up Google Sheets with like certain teams that you use consistently, so that you can synergize one CTP with the other CTP for the double CTP. Wait. Double support scenarios, you know? So yeah, I think that is what would be the best. For example, if you use Ebony Maw with Colossus, I would give one of them a Liberation and one of them a Insight, and then alternatively, whenever I use them in a different team, the other support that I use them with would get the alternating CTP. So that's how I basically min-maxed my roster. So yeah, if you want to take suggestions, you can probably look at my account for that, because like there's a lot of supports that like can utilize certain CTPs differently. For example, I would probably prioritize the best PvP CTPs, or like best PvP supports with a Liberation, because Liberation is much better for PvP. And in terms of Insight, it's good, but it's not the best, given chain hit damage works much better than reduced pierce damage. So yeah, that's what I would say. In AC, should I stick to 1 DPS, 2 support teams? Not in all scenarios. Depending on how it's going for you, you do have to change things on the run. So yeah, certain characters can do well solo. For example, I use Jean solo, and then I use Wolverine with Madeline. So like it's mix and match depending on like how you take on, you know? So you have to swap between, you know, 1 DPS, 2 DPS every now and then. So yeah, it depends. For example, Kang will almost always have like a double support lineup. Same with Sentry, unless you pair him up with Wolverine to take out certain teams. You know, it always goes back and forth. But like my best CTPs would go on characters like Jeff, Colossus, Ebony Maw, and Jubilee, because she is the best mutant support for PvP. So yeah, these 4 characters, and I think Hela would also be considered there. So yeah, you just gotta make the best out of whatever you have. And even if you like, you know, put something on, try it out, see how it works, you can always pop like a CTP swapper. I feel like instead of keeping any of your CTPs and all the resources in your inventory, I'd rather have it on my characters in the moment and get whatever value I can get, even if it's not as good as it could potentially be. It's better to have it on them rather than not, you know? So yeah, that's what I would suggest, because like going over each of these characters is going to be hard. So yeah, you can probably just refer to my account to see how I combined the CTP synergized to get the best possible out of them. So yeah, that is all I have, I think, for you. I don't think I missed any of your questions. Did I miss any of your questions? That is all right. But yeah, since you are in my Discord as well now, you can feel free to send any questions you have there. We will be more than willing to send, help you out. But yeah, next up we have Kirby. Why the fuck are these motherfuckers sending me account reviews, bro? I just want to check up on the free-to-play lol. If not, then it's fine. Whatever. Whatever. Let's see what this boy is cooking. He logged in recently. This motherfucker logs in like every 6 days and then, yeah, expects to do well. What the fuck are you doing, Kirby? Lock in, bro. Lock in. Alright, cards wise, why do you still have a Doctor Strange card, bro? Come on now. And also, why are they not fully crafted, bro? You fuck, are you here to piss me off? Motherfucker, you've been on the streams more than everyone else. And if this is what you're doing, bro, I should ban you, bro. I should ban you for life. What the fuck, man? Craft your cards, bro. Craft your cards. Improve your cooldown. Improve your all attack. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. I got Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver. Reroll, bro. Reroll with that. Those two are garbage. Wow, energy attack with the proc is nice. Swords wise, 3s and 2s. Do not equip. 3s and 2s are kind of bad, kind of sad as well. Improve your cooldown, bro. How the hell are you worse off than my free-to-play, bro? That was actually kind of sad. You were way ahead of me when you started, by the way, when I started. So yeah, a downfall from race. And what can I suggest you, bro? What can I suggest you, bro? You fell off big time. And you have 7 tier 4s, and you also have the, what do you call it? Epic quest, really nice. If I were to tell you to tier 4 a character next, it would be Sentry, of course. Reroll his CTP. Apart from that, everything else is good. You just need to play more, bro. Because you know like who to build and who to work with. It's just you don't really play as much. Ooh, also, since you don't have Venom build, go ahead and pick up Hulk and build him up. Pick Hulk up. That boy cooking. That boy cooking. So yeah, bro, I'm just gonna fucking sum it up quick. Just play consistently if you want to get better. And yeah, magic from the artifact selector. Since you don't have a CTP, is it worth it, bro? I personally don't think it's worth it. So yeah, try getting a CTP at least for her if you plan on giving her a proper build. And of course, Sentry tier 4 next, and you are gonna be in a somewhat decent position, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna swiftly move on to the last 2 accounts. I'm not gonna do any more. People drop it, you know? So yeah, we have Kun. What should I focus on now? I don't know, bro. What do you want to focus on? We have 213 level, so he's at a decent position with Gene tier 4. Very nice. Cards wise, it seems like they have started working on a PvP card set. So I'd probably would have suggested like completing your PvE card set first before hopping on there, since you don't have full peers, is what I'm trying to say. But yeah, PvE card set wise, this is a decent card set, not the worst, not the best. I would probably replace the Civil War and Black Panther cards, but as it stands, it's completely fine, especially since you have the physical attack, energy attack roll on the Black Panther card. You can do plenty with this card set. Same with this card, physical attack, energy attack. So yeah, you're good until you reach the point where you have enough instinct attack to replace one of these 2 cards with the, what is it called, Fantastic Four card. The middle 3 cards stay regardless of that fact. The outside 2 cards, one of them could potentially get replaced with the Fantastic Four card. So yeah, there is that. I would get rid of a little bit of cooldown and improve my crit rate, because I'm pretty sure one of your 5th stats could be rerolled for crit rate instead of cooldown, because you have hella overcat cooldown. Dodge is good. Attack speed is really good. Crit damage is also good. Ignore defense is nice. All attack, energy attack, physical attack is also very nice. Now, if I were to make any change to this card set, it would probably be like improving the crit rate a tiny bit. After that, you don't really have to worry about anything, because like you're very close to maxing out once you have the peers down on this card set. So yeah, next steps would be slowly working on PvP card sets, finish maxing these out, and yeah, You can use a lot of these other accounts that are maxed out to refer in terms of the PvP card set. What I would say is like the zombies card would be a must in this card set, and afterwards you can probably include the Guardians of the Galaxy card as the final slot, or you could go with like a hybrid, what do you call it, offensive PvP card set and replace that card with maybe the Ghost Rider card or even the what do you call it, instinct attack proc card, the Fantastic Four card. So yeah, you can have wiggle room with the last card, but the zombies card has to be the fourth card in this set. In terms of swords, very nice. 5s across the board with 1 6-star. Absolutely insane. The 6-star sword I would probably re-roll. This was just whatever you what do you call it, pulled as it seems. Justice is good, Mutant is good. I would still re-roll Mutant because Mutant is not as significant. Actually, to be fair, now it's actually pretty significant. So you could probably lock Mutant and Justice and re-roll the other stats for better stats. I'm not going to say the same for the 5 stars because long term they will probably get replaced with 6 stars. But yeah, you have a very nice looking sword and card set going on for you. In terms of characters, you have 18, 27, 31 tier 4s. Very nice. No, not too many questionable ones. I feel like a couple of these you invested early on and kind of regretted later on is probably the scenario, given they don't even have CTPs, or at least she does, because she's being used for the blasphemous human restriction. But yeah, if I were to give you suggestions, I would probably say, given your scenario, tier 4 Gore and Gang, since you already have them at level 70 tier 3 properly. So yeah, during Black Friday tier 4, these two characters, or at least pick up their uniforms so you can work on them after Black Friday. During Black Friday, you can probably, oh, never mind, he has his gears maxed out. But yeah, try saving up a native tier 2 for Black Friday for the tier 2, native tier 2, tier 4 discount. You can probably use someone like Deadpool there and get some good value out of him. And in the meantime, if you have more than enough materials after tier 4 in Silver Surfer, Magic would be someone I would consider tier 4ing. The direction I would tell you to take is probably a PvE one, a PvP one, not PvE, I apologize. A PvP one, given you have most of your restrictions covered. Now it's time you get into the fight with the big boys in PvP, because this is your gateway to earn more crystals to fine-tune your account. So yeah, now that native tier 3s and potentially native tier 2s are going to get banned, native tier 1s are going to get some good value or like improvement in their stocks. So Magic, Black Widow, Spider-Man to a certain extent as well are good characters to potentially invest into once you have some of the other main big boys tier 4 already. So yeah, that's what I would suggest, because the rest of your account looks very nice. I would probably get his most recent uniform, upgrade his artifact for better performance out of my Null and Gore, but still this is useful or usable to a certain extent. And let's see, you don't have Thanos build. He is a very low tier PvP character now, someone that I would still recommend, you know, building up once you are like, you know, in a position where you don't have any other characters to work on. He is going to be useful for Alliance Conquest. Same with Quicksilver. Ebonymo's uniform is going to be a must if you want to start dabbling into PvP. And yeah, support wise, you have a bunch of supports that you can build for PvP. Also, why don't you have Ares build, given you are a PvE player? Ares is a must build for every account, man. So yeah, start working on him as well. And yeah, support wise, Victoria, since you have her artifact, I could consider picking up her uniform. Kahori, Black Knight, these characters you want to build. Red She-Hulk is also a decent support. Rescue is a very good PvP support. And yeah, I don't think there is anyone left. More for some AC value, but that is all I think there is. I'm just gonna assume you cover most of your Alliance Val restrictions. And yeah, it's time for you to start dabbling into PvP. Or you could take the PvE route in the sense that you could tier 4 supports and start pushing World Boss Legends Plus. So yeah, you do have two different routes. I feel like the second route that I mentioned, PvE route, is kind of boring. So I'd rather stick with the PvP route and work on these characters that I suggested. So yeah, that's all I have for you. If you have any more questions, feel free to let me know in the Discord. And yeah, I'll move on to the last account for the day. We have Nagisa2140. They have said, I'm really new and I don't know what to upgrade right now. What the fuck? Username is invalid, bro. Okay, never mind. What to upgrade right now? I have 6,495 crystals, and I know that I have to wait to purchase anything, but when the time comes? Question mark. Black Friday. Black Friday is gonna be. When is it gonna be? End of November, beginning of December, something like that. That's when you should be spending your materials. Should I also look at building Magneto? I did not read your message. I apologize. Yeah, Magneto is the best blast male hero, and he is also going to be the best male mutant character for you. So yeah, since you have the epic quest, definitely would build him. Also, I'm going to get 2 tier 3 selectors from the welcome back training, returning player check-in. I don't know who I'd get. You have all the supports and all the DPSs, so I don't really think there is anything else. Just pick up whoever you have missing, I'd say. Because like your account is at a very good position, Postman. Wait, am I talking to the right person? No, this is not the right person. I'm talking to the wrong person. Postman is Treaty Belly. I apologize. You are, bro. I don't remember who. Oh, someone like Cyclops would be a good tier 3 pickup from the selector. Who else would be a good pickup from the tier 3 selector? If you don't have Hulk built, if you don't have Venom built, these 2 characters would be good pickups from the tier 3 selector. And after that, it's really just whatever, you know? It's really just whatever. But yeah, last account of the day, we have Nagisa with her account. I think it's her. Yeah. Cards-wise, very good 2 cards. Gonna assume you have Luna in your inventory. Also finish crafting these 2 cards, and once you're done crafting Luna, equip her as well. Cooldown is kind of low. I would try working towards getting better cooldown. Unfortunately, you don't have these 2 cards crafted, so complete crafting these 2 cards. And in terms of swords, you have 3. What the fuck? Okay, you have energy. Okay, physical attack maxed out and energy attack as much as possible. So what I would suggest is like try taking a look at my what is it called? Sword guide, and see how that works out for you. You did say you started off very recently, so it's gonna take some time to get enough materials to upgrade your swords, so it's completely fine. And yeah, we're gonna hop into your characters. You have 2 tier 4s. Why the fuck is your Thor not tier 4? If you complete the Shield Academy objective, you literally get Thor for free, basically. It gives you so much materials. So definitely would tier 4 Thor next. And in terms of like other characters, I feel like why haven't you finished Thor's objective before working on these 3 characters? I'm gonna assume Storm was from the selector and Loki's a manual, and so is Venom now a manual. So yeah, finish Thor's objective, tier 4 Luna after those 2 characters, and in the meantime I would slowly work towards building up supports. Shuri's uniform is already available, so tier 3 her, transcend her since you already have her tier 2. During Black Friday, pick up Taskmaster's uniform, Ronin's uniform as well, and build those both of those characters up. And who else would I say? From these tier 2s, those are the ones I'm gonna say. And out of the non-tier 2s, let's see. Cyclops from tomorrow's selector would be a #1 priority. Nick Fury would be a priority with the tickets and whatnot. He is very good as a support. Yeah, you're basically just missing supports. After that, as soon as you get supports, you're gonna be chilling. I think your gameplay is gonna be much easier, and also finish Thor's objective. Once you do that, you're gonna have 5 world boss clears. In the meantime, try finishing Sentry's epic quest. Once you do that, work towards building up Sentry, give him a proper PvP support, and yeah, with that, you're gonna be in a very good position to be farming crystals from Timeline Battle TBA, hopefully, and you can also start working towards Wolverine. Oh my god, you have a decent build on Wolverine. Reroll the CTP, by the way. But I'd still prioritize Sentry first. If Black Friday comes before that, you could use the discount on Wolverine and tier 4 him. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. And Black Friday at the end of November. Until then, keep hoarding your materials. Let me also check out your builds. Ooh, this is bad. And no CTP here. Okay, so learn what the CTP roles are, the best CTP roles. If you just look at CTP, it tells you the best CTP roles. For example, a rage is a 0.9. If you equip a 0.5, it's gonna give you pretty garbage performance for a rage. So yeah, that's what I would suggest. Learn the procs, learn the roles, and get the best possible roles. Again, I do say this blindly, assuming that people are not gonna focus on the stats, because CTPs have pinned stats. They are not as important as the procs. So prioritize the procs, and you should be chilling, no? So yeah, that is all, guys. That was the last IGN we had in Discord. For now, I will do account reviews later. That is it. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. We did a 3.5 hour stream. Holy fuck. Every time I do account reviews, man, holy shit. That just spirals down. Insane loophole. So yeah, that is all, boys. I appreciate y'all for watching, man. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Until then, take care and peace. Also, if you guys want to get your accounts reviewed before I end, follow the instructions in the description. If you don't follow the instructions, I'm not going to be checking out your accounts. But yeah, that is all. Take care and peace.